Symbol. Can we start with something light?
Want a break from the ad?
Please, I second this idea.
Chat,
Because
you want to see something funny?
yeah,
Oh,
Want to see something hilarious
my
even?
music
Hello.
fingers.
Want to see something hysterical perhaps?
Yes.
No.
You know what I call something hysterical and funny?
Yeah.
The Abe and Kage Comedy Hour.
Yay!
Oh shit!
That means you have time to say what you wanted to say.
I almost said something deeply cursed.
What were we gonna say, man? What were we gonna say?
You
I
have
hope.
time
I
to
bet.
I'll read it
explain
out to you.
Spotify Wrapped.
I thought you were making a joke about this word again.
What word?
Oh my goodness.
Want a break from the ad?
That was amusing by me actually. Check your DMs. That's what I thought you were gonna talk about.
What we're gonna talk about? You thought I cannot say that. We're just not ever saying that. We're not saying that word on my stream today.
I'm just saying, like, you're always yammering on about, like, oh, it's so cute and funny. So, like, you said hilarious and funny or something like that, and I was like,
you one of the.
I guess this is like pretty on topic for the stream, considering.
You think this is on topic right here? This right here?
An empty screen?
I think you should go to therapy. I voted yes for that.
Why
I'm
did
going to therapy? And
35.8 people voted that my suffering is funny?
I voted yes, just to be fair.
Yeah, like I started therapy a few months ago. I'm doing better.
Here's what we're gonna do, right? Here's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Shrink
Are
me
you prone to frequent panic
this
attacks
big.
like me?
Yeah.
Not frequent, I guess.
I
If
have.
they happen, that's a
It's not
sign.
great.
Everybody in stream. Here's what we're doing. It's time for the Ava Kagekami hour because I have to go grab something. So here's what they're doing.
Back.
Look on stream.
Okay,
look, guy. You two look on stream. I'm gonna mute, but you guys
we're on
have
stream.
fun. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
So do you guys want to know about my Spotify like top 5
We
artists
do.
and songs?
We all say in unison.
I'm gonna wait for the chat first. I'll probably say it anyway, but like I'll still wait for the chat.
Chat, you definitely want to hear about his Spotify Wrapped. Oh, we're like, oh my god, we're ginormous on the screen. Hell yeah.
Want a break from the ad?
Ads.
I mean, he tends to do that, Zach. Like, it's the Abe and Kage Comedy Hour. I almost said his real name.
The bit.
Because not really, but I ain't gonna stop you. All right, well, that's invitation enough.
Yeah.
My Spotify Wrapped is actually kind of funny because like my top 4 are like Panic at the Disco, Fall Out Boy, Alice in Chains, and the Mountain Goats, and then like number 5 is fucking Michael Jackson.
Whoa, how did that happen?
I really like Michael Jackson.
Oh.
I listened to like 4 his first 4 albums. Well, how do I phrase this? His like first 4 like big albums when Michael Jackson really became Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Because he released like 4 albums prior to Off the Wall, where he's still like transitioning from like Jackson 5 Michael to like MJ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ow.
But the rest is just like sad white boy music.
Oh no.
It's just really funny to see like Michael Jackson be there.
He moonwalked onto the playlist.
My top 5 songs are North Downpour by Panic at the Disco, We Die Young by Alice in Chains, Brother by Pearl Jam, and I Know Something About You by Alice in Chains as well. Off that same album, Facelift. Facelift is a really good album. I don't know if a lot of you guys are familiar with like the quote unquote like bigger songs by Alice in Chains.
I guess that it inspired Alice Yabusame from Your Turn to Die, and that's why Alice's name is such.
And they're a prisoner.
Alice in Chains.
Yeah.
Insane. Fun fact. It's a fun fact.
I was gonna say, like, I think the first big hit they had.
Want a break from the ad?
No, not yet. No break.
Not yet. The first big hit they had was Man in the Box, which is off Facelift. But like, I don't know. I think it's a really like fantastic album, like back to back. And my fifth favorite song is "The Dolphins Cry" by Live, which I'm pretty sure is a song about sex.
I don't know. I don't know. So.
YouTube Music Recap also dropped my top 5. Not surprising in the slightest. Counting Crows, Fall Out Boy, Kenshi Yonezu, Fleet Foxes, and Moon. Kira fucked up my top tracks.
You said it.
Damn it, I did.
Listen,
I get fucked up my top tracks.
Kenshi Yonezu can't miss.
I mean, well, yeah, that's true. But fucking Matryoshka is my number 1 song for this year, not like $20 Nosebleed by Fall Out Boy.
I figured if I put you on like Go 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 Ship and Mad Head Love and Disco Balloon and like all the 9 yards.
No, you didn't.
They're so good.
Well, no, it's
I think I should.
Like I listened to the song like 39 times apparently, and it's entirely because we did that cover that one time.
Chat.
Miku number.
Chat.
Yeah, I actually did.
Watch me rise above them, chat.
No.
Watch these two fall, shrink in stature even.
No.
You see how tiny they are now, chat?
Should we do that thing where like pretend?
Is this like a complex you have,
like,
Is this because I call you short?
Oh no, I'm sweet.
Do you want to feel like a big boy?
Chat,
Hopefully
you see them? You see how little they are now? Point and laugh.
Good. Hopefully
Point and laugh.
Break from the ad.
I was gonna say I don't have a Spotify wrap up or a YouTube music wrap up. I use 9.
Oh wait, did y'all see mine?
The videos on YouTube because I like the music.
No, that's why I was posting.
Oh yeah.
To get you
and
to
I
show
listen
yours.
to obscure Utaite covers of Vocaloid songs.
Let me see. Give me a second. We're just gonna post them all in collab, all the images I had.
Yay! What's your Spotify wrap up like? Oh, wait, you posted it in the music chat.
No, I'm posting all the images. I saw 8 of these.
Yeah.
Shut your mouth, Kagathi!
What did
Extra
I do?
fucked up fact for the chat. My top album according to YouTube was Saint Anger.
Bass. I don't know what that is, but bass.
That's like Metallica's like worst album, but I like it a lot. I'm sorry, I can't hide that.
Go. What is
I like
Abe's?
Saint Anger.
What are you doing? Actually, what are you doing?
Panic at the Disco?
Is this Panic? Why are we Panic at the Disco maxing right now?
I fucking love Panic at the Disco.
You got
I'm sorry. It's 2007 in my bedroom, baby. Like we're listening to Fall Out Boy and Panic at the Disco like neither of these bands disbanded.
I'm Tony. What the haven't you people ever heard of?
Love's in the
goddamn door now.
I'm not ready to face these kind of things.
Is it the boy about another
Join in. Haven't you people ever heard of? Don't get me fucking started, dude. I sing that song to karaoke.
No.
Goddamn door, no. That's how he says it. No. Hold on.
No.
He's not British.
Lushimo, you totally missed out. I made it your turn to die reference, and you weren't even here.
Want a break from the ad?
It keeps happening, man. It keeps happening. Counting crows? How many were there?
You got Ego Rock on there. I see you.
At least 7. Well, okay, that wasn't your fault, Kage. That one was just me.
Anyway, this is mine.
Let's go.
It's so funny. The lone Kendrick Lamar, and then just Atlas Sound Team, Sega Sound Team, right there at 4 and 5 for some reason.
I'm kind of surprised Kishoku Band wasn't.
Kishoku Band, yeah.
Yeah, how did that not happen?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Number two is Kagathi, read that for the chat because they need to know.
No.
Fall Out Boy?
No, the second one.
No.
Fall Out Boy is number 2 across both my YouTube Music and Spotify.
Oh my god.
They were number 1
These guys are frauds. Kage, what does that say? You have 5 seconds.
I'm not reading it. You read your own thing.
I don't actually can't. What does it say?
You listen to it.
I can't. What does it say?
No, you read it.
I can't read it.
Yeah, sorry, Justin Nerd. We're talking about music taste to start this off, just to ease us into the, just to
ease us into the nightmare that's about to happen.
Yeah.
This is gonna be the bad time we're about to have. Okay, Kage, read that now, please. Friend, buddy, pal.
Friend, buddy, pal. It's your thing. You should be saying it.
Kage, please. Before I kill you. Before I kill you, Kage.
That's not very polite.
Anyway,
I mean, murder goes against the principle of life.
Yeah,
we're
we're
here.
Wikido, haven't you heard?
That's it. We're going right into it. Actually, now, because of you, we're going right into it.
Azumi Takahashi.
Yeah. Which he should have read.
I had to Google it.
No, it's over.
I
Chat.
wanted him to remember the name himself.
Look at this funny little manga I found.
No.
Look at this funny little manga I found. What do you think about that?
I'm incurring psychic damage at the moment.
I read just some nerds say gotcha, anyone wants some shake, and I thought it said steak, and I was like, is someone gonna put a steak logo over the Busham Zero stream?
Oh no, it's an advertisement, guys.
Gamble responsibly.
I love gambling.
I do. I love gambling. That's why I play Fate. In fact, I gotta log in for Fate.
Chat, don't tell anybody.
Want a break from the ad?
Brother. Chat,
no, we just
fun
talked about our
fun fact, I haven't logged into ZZZ in about 2 weeks.
You're getting better.
Fake Gooner.
Totally different responses.
It's kind of insane, yeah. Still haven't read it.
Recovery.
Look, here's the thing, right? About this. We're going to talk about this first because it's going to be the shorter of the two. Here's the thing. The drama surrounding this series is actually so funny. Because, like, here's the thing. You can do like have whatever like belief of like this is good or bad that you want. I have a tweet here that kind of best summarizes it, right?
From our good pal?
From our good pal, Almost Cheesecake. I don't know why he's not a complete one, but he's almost one. And he goes,
"You haven't touched
Want a break from the ad?"
He goes, "Want a break from the ad?"
we're gonna take a break for the ads. Basically, whether the manga is actually racist or plans to switch it up, that remains to be seen. But the fact that people either don't recognize or ignore these characters committed a hate crime is pretty troubling. Like, I think this is the most fair take about it. It's like, I don't care if you... Because, again, there's a lot of people trying to say, like, oh... I saw a tweet, it was like, the all media's political crowd wants this manga canceled. And I'm like... I've seen infinitely more tweets saying that this manga isn't racist than there are ones that want it canceled, right?
I've seen like the opposition I've seen regarding like, oh, this isn't racist. Is like it's either like, no, it's anti-colonialism, or like, let's just wait and see. You know, this is like literally just the first chapter. Like I don't know if I've seen anybody directly call for cancellation. Just like, this manga's racist,
like,
or it's anti-colonial.
Like saying the thing, people are like, well, I'm gonna support it to get back at the woke people. So there, and it's like, okay, so we're just not thinking. I guess
it's like, that's not what. Okay, get back at us. It still sucks. Like, okay, here's the thing about the manga. The manga is like aggressively mediocre. I'll be honest with you.
It's so edgy.
It's just super edgy, because I'll be honest with you, the art's fine. But, like, okay, here's the thing, right? Here's an example.
My biggest gripe is that they wasted such a good character design.
Where's it at? Where's the thing, right?
Hey, yeah, like... Stuff
like how do you read that and not think it's anything else other... This would be Ku Klux Kiraman's favorite manga. Bro... The enforcers in Piltover would love this. Ku Klux Kiraman and Visolini would love this manga.
Like, they're framed as like being in the right for so much of it, where they're like, everyone says they're good, but I don't think they are. I know that they're scum, and I killed one. And it's like, huh?
Oh, wait, you know what? I shouldn't say that like that.
Like, are we being serious?
Again, like, how are you the boss if you can't even speak this planet's language, right? I saw a take.
Being presented as like, hell yeah, you tell him, dude. Then it's like,
It reminds me of growing up in Arizona.
Wait,
in the Bush administration.
What the hell is this manga about? I can summarize it for you. Basically, as far as the first chapter goes, a bunch of aliens saved Earth from a meteor that was incoming, right? And now, because they've saved the Earth, they've integrated into our society. A large portion of them specifically moved into Japan. This girl, I think, where'd it go? Where's her backstory? Okay,
no,
basically, her family got in a car crash, and they died because they were in a car crash with the they were in a car crash with aliens, and now it's like, oh no, it's this guy who said that, yeah. This guy said that, yeah. That's pretty much what it is, right? No. So actually, she just cut off her family. Is all it is. She like left home and cut off her family. So she's like infinitely less interesting. She's like she doesn't even have the sad backstory. She's just racist for the love of the game. Like it's actually
a good job and hates her boss.
That's a little funny.
But that's that. Like this guy's got like genuine reason, not reason, but like he has at least like a predisposed motive, right? She's just racist for the love of the game. Like that's actually just the manga. Our protagonist is a racist for the love of the game.
And it's the kind of thing where
we get two different kinds of racists.
Yeah, where it's like she doesn't especially have like much of whatever for it, and then like he's like, well, they killed my family. Also, I killed one, and she's like, maybe it's okay that I think this way, and it's like, what are we doing?
I can't forgive them for trashing my home. Right?
Gosh, Sora.
Whoa, the anime weeb just became a member?
Thank you.
What the fuck is this classic? Oh my god, he does look like classic Sasuke.
Oh my god.
Dude, this is what happens when Sasuke becomes the main character.
You know what I realized?
And the girl looks like the Call of the Night girl.
Don't insult Call of the Night, please. Appreciate you didn't do that. I'd appreciate it if you didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
didn't do it.
My bad.
Insult Call of the Night. You know what I'm saying?
I'll not do it again.
Anyway, I wish they'd all just disappear. Let's talk. Like, what are we doing here, man? What are we doing? Again, again.
It's a media literacy thing where it's like, I'm pretty sure this whole chapter is like, yippee, they're so right in thinking this. Finally, she gets some validation for the hate she's felt all this time, and it's like, oh.
Don't stop looking down on human. Okay, here's the line. Here's the line, right? The boss accidentally sets himself on fire and she gets fired for it, right? Whatever. You're fired, go die is crazy. Let me see. What does he say? So here's the line. Murdering an alien. I've never heard of any other case of it. I bet it's punishable by death. If you commit murder, it's only natural you be punished. Killing people is fundamentally wrong. Only I don't see this thing as a person.
That's crazy that it's over 2 pages.
It's absolutely crazy.
Which, again, I don't care. Okay, the arguments made against this manga being racist, right? Are like, it's in a fictional universe. There aren't aliens in our real world.
Yeah, and that's kind of like plugging your ears and going like, well, it's not real.
It's not real. Doesn't count. It's like all the typical like anti-woke shit people try to say. It's like, I know what you're doing. You just want to avoid the point, right? You get look, listen, man. Free ball that shit. They're racist. So what? Right? If you're gonna do it, just say that, right? They're racist. So what?
I mean, it's also kind of annoying because there are people that are like that, where they're like, people are saying this manga is like that. Well, I'm gonna keep reading, and it's like, shut up.
Okay. Well,
I
hope you enjoy it.
I hope for the day that you can read series that you genuinely like instead of doing things to be considered.
And that's what brings us to because I was planning on making a fun video to get back in the swing of making content for you guys. I'm not spoiling what it is till the end because it is very stupid. It's a very stupid video that I just wanted to make really quickly.
No, bro.
But in order to do so, Almost Cheesecake, creator of this tweet, said that I should do something.
You're gonna kill Chibi Reviews live on stream?
I wish. I'm only gonna watch the initial one. I do not want to watch 17 minutes of him doing this.
Yeah.
I'm only gonna watch the first one.
He made 2 videos about it?
Of course he did. Because he's a loser. Oh my god, Mike Uv called me like cheap reviews. He said I was like cheap reviews and I blocked him. I was like, dude, there's many things you can call me, man. Don't call me that. So, the suffering we're about to endure, know that it is entirely almost Cheesecake's fault.
See, I was about to say thank Cheesecake for the tweet, but recommending we watch this video on Steam, I think I might have to revoke the thanks a little bit. Why?
The Nux Taku extension doesn't even work because the video doesn't have an eye in it.
Damn it.
It's infinitely bad.
And I demand it be canceled.
I mean, it's only the first chapter, so it'll redeem it. But like again, I still whether or not it plans to switch it up and whether or not the aliens actually end up being evil, it is like
it's like
this is a weird first chapter.
Yeah,
dog.
generally
this is a weird tone to set.
Like major red flag, basically, right?
Again, I don't think it should be canceled, but I also think that like it's fair to look at this and go, that's racist.
It's just
that's
you like see the signals like right there at the beginning. It's like
like own up to it, man. It's kind of like the people who were mad. Okay, there's a very good Big Joel video where Big Joel goes, "Hey, you know, I put a tweet out. I said, man, I was watching 300, and I was like, man, 300 is fascist." And then a bunch of people were like, you're saying that it's Nazi propaganda, and he's like, you know, fascism existed before the Nazis, right? Like it's a political thing that was used before. Like it's not like they didn't invent it, right? You know, like it doesn't have to be Nazi propaganda. It could just be that, you know, I like the movie. I think 300's a badass movie, but also it's this. Like you can do both, right? So it's like, again, if you're going to argue like
critically kind of thing,
whether like just own up to it. It is, and like I think denying it says more about you, because if you were just like, yeah, it's racist, who cares? I'd be like, got it.
I know what kind of person you are now.
Moving on, right? Like I respect you a little more.
Sora.
Oh whoa, she starts. She starts drama with my queen. Call it drama queen. Thank you, Dark, for being a member for 19 months.
19 for that.
Get a life.
What the hell? Let's say that to Dark. Dark's a funny guy.
I'm funnier.
Okay.
Oh, gotcha.
Anyway, Shat.
I'm sorry. It's nice to see you, Dark.
Shat.
Yeah,
how many times will he say the word woke?
Please, no, I do not want to count that.
15.
15? You're betting 15? I'm betting only 10. I'm betting for this video.
I'm gonna bet. Oh, damn.
It's 10
I
minutes.
Make that joke. Your guess is lower.
It's 10 minutes long, so I'm betting 10 times he says the word woke. You're saying 15?
No, wait, I was saying 24 because it's my funny number.
24? Got it. All right, guys.
Yeah.
The winner of this gets absolutely nothing.
We get bragging.
Drama is circulating around this series fresh off the press, and the
He
title
sounds
of
like
the
that?
series could not be any more.
I forgot that's how he
Oh.
sounds.
Oh. Is this a little boy?
Spiritually?
Oh my god.
More ironic. The title of the series is Drama Queen, and you have a lot of
Oh my god, I just realized what he said. Listen to that again.
drama
Drama
is
Queen.
circulating around this series fresh off the press, and the title of this series could not be any more ironic. The title of the series is Drama Queen.
He thought he was cooking with that. I mean, look, I don't blame him. You know, the Fisher Price stove is pretty fun to play with, but like,
Oh my god,
you're not
dude.
making real food.
Oh my god, dude. Put on Scott the Woz real quick. No, we are not insulting Scott the Woz like this. We are not insulting Scott the Woz.
This dude looks like
Ooh, people are betting in
baby
chat.
Ben Shapiro. What do you mean
Oh,
put on
no.
Scott the Woz?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yes, dude. Oh god.
I haven't even
And you have
listened
a
to this
lot
man
of
speak
people
for a minute,
saying
and I'm
that this
roasting him like this.
manga.
I'm
I
sorry.
just realized something. So like I'm peeping his setup he's got back here. I'll look at it later. I just realized he's got
Why
a
do you have a wall
giant.
tapestry of like
He has the
blue-haired lady in a
cheapest
bikini?
Esdeath wall scroll known to man over there on the left on the right.
You just have that like hanging out like that, dude? Do you live with anybody?
Apparently he
You
has a
look a bit young to
girlfriend.
be living on your own.
I don't know.
Is racist and xenophobic. Just one look at the comments on this post alone from its official link, you see people saying that this is a racist manga. You go to the comments section on the site of the chapter, and you see people basically saying that this is an anti-immigration.
He sounds like a super nasally Scott the Woz. Please stop insulting Scott the Woz. Stop it. It's rude, little rude.
Manga, very racist.
I'm gonna do to him what Gonzas and Frieza did to Vegeta is crazy.
Manga, all that type of stuff. So it's very clear that this manga, this new manga called Drama Queen, is getting quite controversial. It just came out this morning, first chapter. I was completely unaware.
Shammy judging large content creators for being poor. How much? Hold on. How many views does this video get? 48,000. Okay, no, that's his channel view. Channel views. This video's got 48,000 views, man. That's at least a couple hundred, dog. That's maybe around. Okay, no, hold on. I don't know how many ads he has on it. I'm being a little over. Wait, 48,000. He has 400,000. Never mind. Somebody got the reference. Oh my god. Anyway, like, point being, he can afford that. He can afford a better wall scroll than that. He bought that thing for 5 cents at someone's garage sale. Like, don't even pretend with me here.
It was coming out, and I've been hearing for the last 5 or 6 hours now that this is apparently racist. And obviously,
apparently,
Quote unquote.
Quote unquote.
This is apparently, allegedly racist.
I went on Boucham Zero's Twitter, and this is apparently Gooner Core. Like, what are we doing?
Oh, we admitted it.
You do realize that was my promise at 10K.
To play into it and deny and be like, no.
Kage, come over here real quick.
Hey, sometimes
She misses when Boucham Zero was an edger instead of a Gooner.
Come here.
No, sometimes you still do like the what was that joke. Ow. Ouch. That hurt.
What are you doing to her?
Anyways.
I don't have the soundboard on. What's happening?
Oh, we're slapping her.
I got hit with hammers and slapped.
Anyways.
This is Twitter I was hearing it from, and as someone that has had...
Thus speaks the bourgeois Shammy!
Oh no.
That's insane. That's diabolical.
What the hell? Ghibli Creams became a mangaka and wrote Drama Queen.
That's going on the list.
If Creams wrote this manga, it would have been funnier, honestly. Let's be for real.
It would have been funnier.
Multiple run-ins with Twitter. Typically, Twitter usually doesn't know how to separate fiction from reality.
Oh my god.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my god, dude.
Sometimes that is true, but in this case, like,
Listen to me, objective speaker, Chibi Reviews.
I can't stand this man, dude.
You can't oppose me because I'm a chibi, which means I'm a little guy.
I'm just a little dude, you know what I'm saying?
It is also my birthday.
And you wouldn't do that to a little guy on his birthday. Surely.
Oh my god, man. Maybe he's one of those guys that says, you know, he does. Okay. Yes, just some nerd. He is, but also he is following in Nuxtaku's footsteps to become the Gooner Messiah. But, like, if Nuxtaku was very open about lolly stuff. Anyways.
I have been in the crosshairs because...
What?
Wasn't he always?
We'll talk about that.
The people like that, they cannot separate fiction from reality, and they become very mentally ill.
There's... Your brother.
We're like a minute and a half, and he hasn't said woke once. Okay.
I know.
I'm ready for it. I was curious. I was like, okay, I see comments that this is a very racist, xenophobic manga on Twitter. Go to the comment section of the site, I see the exact same thing. I go to Reddit, I see the exact same thing. Now, I don't know if there is a content
Reddit.
creator that's already made a video on this said series yet. Maybe I'm the first one. But regardless, I wanted to check it out for myself. So I dived into the first chapter because I wanted to...
I can't take this. We're doing 2 times speed.
Abe doesn't believe in that, I think.
I don't. I suffer. I raw dog it.
know for myself if it was racist.
Actually, it's actually infinitely more palatable. Look at the way his funny little guy moves when it's at 1.5 times speed.
I wanted to come to my own conclusion. I
I
wanted to see why people were saying that and why people are saying that
It's
the
fucked up
series
that he
needs to
moves
be
at a more
canceled.
natural pace when you
So,
speed him up.
first of all, let's just
Why
show
did-
this
why does he move
before
this
I go
slow in
into
real
any more
life?
of that topic. So, our main female and male character, you know, they interact.
Okay, just some nerd. We'll get to that. We'll get to. I had a conversation with Zuffer Will about that. We'll talk about it
At the end of the chapter. I want to fast forward through a few plot points, but basically our main female character, she gets fired because her boss gets burnt, okay? Burns up in front of her, and it's like she gets stun locked, she doesn't really know what to do, but her boss dies in front of her. Now, her boss is an alien, and I guess the world is where aliens have come to the world on Earth because they saved Earth from a giant meteor that was going to wipe out the planet. The aliens saved Earth, they saved Japan, everybody else basically, and they're now praised as heroes. They're praised as the saviors of the world, and so everyone actively, the main majority around the world, is actively praising the aliens. Basically,
Did he like? That was a lot of nothing. The aliens, like they're actively praised. They're praised around the world. They're actively praised.
worshipping them. Our main female character, her, does not like this. She absolutely
I love he doesn't know her name. Wait, what's her name?
Her?
Wait, what's her name
this is
actually?
right there
Does he
on
know
the
her?
panel.
Do we know her name?
It says it right there in the big frame with the double shot.
Yeah, I was gonna
That's
say,
right
wasn't it like
there.
Nomomoto
it said.
something?
Go back to the one where he has the alien like slung over his arm and he says, "I don't see this thing as."
Oh yeah,
human."
yeah,
Go back to
yeah.
that.
Yeah, he says her name on that page.
Dude, I don't know. See,
Foolish little man.
See, Lan, I don't like this manga, so I have an excuse to be like,
It said it right there. It was on screen for a while.
Kagathi, we're being with bricks.
He's
Not
illiterate.
again.
Cut him some
Yeah,
slack.
Nomomoto.
Right
Okay, there you go.
Nomomoto.
Nomomoto.
Oh, Nomomoto. Okay.
Her.
absolutely does not like the aliens, and from context of the chapter, there really is no reason, at least at this point. Maybe I have a literacy issue, but at the current
I mean, these statements are. These statements aren't mutually exclusive.
Yeah, you know, yeah.
time of
Sometimes
this
the
chapter,
circle can't fit in the square. hole.
In the square hole.
In the square hole.
the main female character had no reason
I
to
can
dislike
see
the said
the
aliens. The only dislike that she theoretically had was, like, let's just say, conspiracy theories. That maybe the
They're taking
aliens,
our
put the
jobs.
meteor there, or the meteor never existed, and then they infiltrated and took over Earth like that.
Also, she's being bullied at her job. She sees them in the street. She doesn't like how that's fake they feel. Yeah, blah 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 blah. But you're right.
They did. This is a topic that does pop up
She
in this
crossed
chapter.
the street when
Anyways,
she
she gets
sees
fired
one.
from her job, and then the person that was at her job that she had an encounter with, he pulls up with an alien he's carrying on his shoulder. He has a bloody nose, as you can see here, and he starts to say that he's in trouble, and that he beat this alien literally so hard that he's dead. He's straight up dead, and he doesn't know what to do, and he wants help
Holy
with the main
shit,
female character to
Kuritsugu
cover up
Huh?
Kuritsugu Emiya.
Oh my god.
the crime he just
He's
committed.
gonna
aka
save the many to sacrifice the few.
Yeah. The few parenthetical aliens.
hide a dead body. Wild stuff. Anyways, I want to point out that this is our main characters. Main female and male character that is doing this. Anyways, they talk in link that in the history of the aliens coming to Earth,
You know what I realized? Hold on. No, here's what we're doing.
No, you know what I realized actually?
What?
The romance in this manga is gonna go fucking crazy.
It's gonna go
dog.
crazy. They're gonna have like
Oh, Shamsi, I made this
Racist.
joke already.
No, I made it now. It's my joke.
I said he sounds like a
Plagiarism
little Ben
again.
Shapiro.
Joke plagiarism.
It's my joke now. Hold on, I gotta find it perfect.
Don't
yeah. Here's,
What's the time to be reading this statement? I'm saying, like, hypothetically speaking.
hypothetically speaking.
Hypothetically speaking, I'm reviewing an anime called Drama Queen. Twitter
Chat.
seems to think it's racist, but I think it's just showing the woke crowd who's
Get him
boss.
away from me.
Chat.
Why is he
there's
zooming
never
in?
been a point to where someone has committed, let's say, murder or something against an alien. So there is no active, like, articles, news, or anything go on how a human would be punished. However, taking into granted, like, thinking about the situation of how advanced
I
the
told
alien
you.
society is, that they were able to
He
stop
has
the
the
meteor
same
from destroying the
cadence.
planet, they have interstellar travel and all that. Very clear that if, let's say, humanity was to go up against the aliens,
Yeah, I just need him to say, like,
that's a
hypothetically.
no-brainer. So obviously, humans
Theoretically
would probably be
speaking.
quick to probably prosecute and kill said person that was to do something like this. And so murder is murder, you get the point. Anyways, upon that, that's what led into this situation.
Murder is murder.
Oh,
Wait, what did you say?
Kill said person that was to do something like this. And so murder is murder, you get the point.
Man, he's such a funny little guy. Actually, you know what? Not, in this form, I find him very endearing as a funny little.
In this form, when he's like baby Ben Shapiro,
he's a little guy, dude. He's just a little guy.
the Chibi in Chibi Reviews is Chibi Ben Shapiro.
No, he's cracked the code.
Oh my god, dude.
I
you
don't
know what?
think I'm gonna make it to my counter though. I don't think we're making.
We're
it
not
to
making it.
this
He's
one.
not said
Yeah,
the
I'm
word woke
surprised. He hasn't
once.
said it once. We're
Everybody
totally
clap.
good.
He didn't say the word
Fine.
woke once yet. We're halfway through the video.
Hold on, we still got 5. We're like only halfway through. We can turn this around.
Was he
Yeah.
just gonna say woke,
He
woke,
can
woke,
turn
woke,
this
woke, woke?
around. You think he's gonna hit a triple double of woke in the next 5 minutes?
In fact, I do.
Anyways, upon
Yeah,
that,
he
that's
said
what
to
led
go
into
on
the
a
situation of
generational
covering it up.
run.
And the main
Yes.
male character says he just doesn't see this alien as a person. Wild. Actually, just wild page. Wild page. I'm legitimately curious on what the translators for this chapter were thinking when they had to translate this from
I think they were thinking, damn, I hope I get paid.
Japanese
Yeah.
to English. I
Yeah.
wonder what was going through their head when they had to do this specific
Damn, will I get the
page.
money this
I would
time?
love to see an interview with them. Anyways, this is what the main male character says. They don't see the aliens as people.
yeah,
wild stuff.
mhm.
Anyways, as it continues on, the main female character starts to think of what they could do, how to hide it, and all that, and like, why are you roping me up in this? But then she starts to realize, like, wait a minute, boiling, cooking, and all that. I did like the smell of my boss. Talked about that literally a few minutes ago.
What?
Yeah, I know she does say that. She said like she goes like, wow, when I burned my boss, he smelled like grilled squid. Which like
Never mind. I'm not going to say that out loud, actually.
Yo J Dodesu, thank you for following me on twitch.tv. But also, Black Storm is a crazy message. The sparks of woke do not choose who they bless. It's a fucking Black Flash joke, dude. But it's like the woke Flash. The woke Flash.
God.
Oh my god.
And she's like, you know what? Let's eat this bad boy. She wants to eat him. And I'm just like, whoa. We are going.
You know what? This is really clippable, actually. These are great
wants to eat
reactions, dude. He wants to eat him. Eat this bad boy.
Talked about that literally a few minutes ago. And she's like, you know what? Let's eat this bad boy. She wants to eat him. And I'm just like,
Shemi, don't lie. You're into her for that. Nah, she's not hot enough.
whoa. We are
I'm going to
going
start shouting
so
that
far
every
off
time
that,
I
like,
get served in a fucking restaurant.
Chat is a joke. Chat is a joke. Chat is a joke. Chat is a joke.
the cliff right now. You're telling me we have went not just into potentially full-blown
The
hate
guy who
crimes,
looks like
but also
Joker, I
into
think.
murdering, trying to hide and desecrate a body,
no one that
and
looks like
eat
Aaron
said body.
Hansen.
And then they plan on continuously doing this. And the story quickly sets us up with the ending, final pages, that they are going to continue doing this.
Lies. She is so fail girl hot. Don't lie. Not really. She's fine, I
Aw.
guess. No, like she's fine, I guess. Brandon Riley said that she's a wife. Vic. Brandon Riley said the crazy woman who eats people who's mentally ill is a waifu. Did you guys know that I'm brown?
Are you?
Okay. All right. All right, dog. All right, man. Okay. Oh my god.
That they're going to become murderers, serial murderers, getting rid of aliens within the city. Wild, actually freaking wild stuff. So,
Wild
now
stuff.
The summary
Wild
is
stuff.
let's dive into the complaints, the controversy, and
Theoretically speaking,
everything else.
this would be pretty
First off,
wild.
I can see why people might be calling the series racist or xenophobic. I can see it to a
Hold
degree.
on, no.
I can see why
Perfect.
Wait, whoa.
Perfect cadence. Hold up.
Let's dive into the complaints, the controversy, and everything else. First off, I can see why people might be calling the series racist or xenophobic. I can see it to a degree. However,
To a degree.
does that necessarily mean stories like this
To a degree.
should not be written? No. I think that there is a time and place for stories, even if they're uncomfortable stories, to be told. I hate censorship, and if this is the story that
I
the
hate
author slash
censorship,
artist wants to do, they should be allowed to do it. Regardless, if maybe 60 or 70% that read this first chapter become uncomfortable, I don't think that this series should be canceled. I think that it is a very unique and different start to a manga. Once again, yes, the characters are not good people. Let's be honest. You can say whatever you want.
Unique and
You know
different
how
start
ratings
to this
work,
manga.
huh?
I mean, like, is this not just the beginning of like aside from like
Something about this page that Mr. Reviews has up here feels like a fetish.
Brandon Riley would agree. Brandon R Talks on Twitter.com would agree.
It's like
What,
watching the
who?
beginning to
Why?
Death Note and going like, I hope that
Oh,
like.
here,
doesn't
let me
kill
show
me
you.
going forward. you know.
Also, hello.
So yeah, welcome to chat.
Welcome to chat. Hold up.
Unfortunate timing.
Yeah. What is
Very
it?
sorry.
Give it a second.
Yeah.
You'll see in a second. Here we go. This is all you need to know.
Yeah, right? Yeah, exactly what I'm wondering. Is she eating
She's a little Eevee.
You know?
She's so Eevee.
What? Wait, hold on.
This is just that one Kaguya-sama episode where she thinks that Shirogane looks better when he's sleep deprived.
Yeah.
And he actually gets a proper night's sleep, and then she's like, "You lost your charm."
But it is a meme of like all you need to do to summon Brandon Ride and abandon our talks is just find a depressed woman and you'll find them within seconds. I'm in the danger zone right now, actually. I forgot.
Yeah.
This guy was like this.
You want to play this game?
Hold on. Yeah. Let me find him saying this.
Oh no.
Play a bit of Russian roulette, it seems.
Okay. So we're all right. Hold up.
Are you really sure you want to be playing this game?
Hold up. Okay, that's fine. Look it up. Hold up. Man, quit doing discourse. Brandon. I want to see you. Why is
he looks...
Do my dark circles and deteriorating health make me look hot? This man is rapidly approaching your location. It's on the thread of the manga you just clicked on. Hold on. What? Where is it? Where does he call her a waifu? Where does Brandon Artox insane?
What's the sign of what the meme's doing here? Huh?
Just control F the word.
No, Vic. Vic, you lied to me. You lied to me. It's not here. Oh, hold up. Never mind. Everybody clap. We found it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
we got
him.
Incredible. He finds us hot.
But it's very clear just by the dialogue.
Shaming my good old buddy old pal thoughts on Ironwood. I think Ironwood was a good character until Volume 8. Anyway.
He was a good character until they stopped.
Character assassination, the worst kind.
Within universe
of assassination.
Let's keep going. There's an assassination happening on screen, so like...
The characters are definitely committing hate crimes, and they are definitely racist. Once again, though, this does not mean that this series should not exist or it should be canceled. I think it should keep going. I think it is a very unique premise, and I do think that has a very unique...
I'm actually pleasantly surprised that Chibi Shapiro Reviews is actually pointing out that it is racist. And he is making decent points about how, like, it shouldn't be canceled. But then again, who's saying it should be canceled? You know what I'm saying?
I've seen a few people talk about it. Yeah.
They're stupid because it doesn't need to be canceled. It'll get canceled if it's unpopular on its own.
I was gonna say it's gonna get axed if people stop reading it.
Yeah, just stop reading it.
Oh
wait, hold on.
Shit, I learned this on ff.net.
Hold on.
Fucking 14.
There you go.
Don't read.
Yeah, just
it's that shrimple.
A very unique opportunity to tell a story that you don't normally get to see.
He could have just made a webcomic.
I was gonna say something crazy. Can I get permission to say something crazy?
Was it about white people?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll grant you permission on this.
Okay, hold up.
It should be canceled. I think it should keep going. I think it is a very unique premise, and I do think that has a very unique opportunity to tell a story that you don't normally get to see.
You ever hear Birth of a Nation? Okay, we're keeping going.
Or read about. So I'm curious to see how the offer handles this, because obviously the subject matter could theoretically be very delicate, but I do think it would be interesting to see an offer.
Did he say it?
How the offer handles this, because obviously the subject matter could theoretically be very delicate, but I do think it would be interesting to see an offer try to tackle this, because a lot of people are scared nowadays to do very edgy or dark storytelling, because obviously we know how society is. We have seen it. I mean,
wait, did he say it? Did he say the word?
That has a very
he didn't say the word. He said theoretically.
A very unique opportunity to tell a story that you don't normally get to see or read about. So I'm curious to see how the offer handles this, because obviously the subject matter could theoretically be very delicate, but I do think it would be interesting to see an offer try to tackle this, because a lot of people are scared nowadays to do very edgy or dark storytelling, because obviously we know how society is. We have seen it.
They aren't scared, clearly.
Say the word. Yeah, there are.
They clearly are not scared to make it if stuff like Shield Hero and Mushoku
If
Tensei.
BoJack Horseman can be like one of the most
BoJack
popular
Horseman.
adult animated series for
Yeah.
a good long while, if not continuing on to this day.
Like, they're clearly not, like, I don't know, like, it's so funny that this perception of, like, they're so afraid of it. They're so afraid of it. It's like, they're not. They make more money from doing it.
I mean, just look how people can't separate reality from fiction. In this case, that goes
Dude, oh my god, shut up, dude. Shut up, man.
into
Say
that.
the word.
Just because
Come on,
this
you-
might be a very dark, messed up story doesn't necessarily mean that the author is an evil person, a bad person. That's not what this means.
I mean, I don't
Maybe
know.
they just want to
Well, okay, I've seen a few people say that, yeah.
Yeah.
tell a story like this that's really messed up. Nothing wrong with that. So all I'm gonna say is that Drama Queen, if you're someone that likes dark stories, dark beginnings and stuff, like let's say you like Chainsaw Man, Fire Punch, you like JJK.
Hold on. Chainsaw Man doesn't have racism. Fire Punch has transphobia. And JJK has Gojo say that black people are naturally more talented than other sorcerers because of their genetics. So there's racism. JJK. But okay.
Yeah, probably going
JJK is a dark story?
to fall in love with
JJK has ghetto. Yeah, yep.
This tweet says one of those like video streaming websites going like, if you like this, try this.
the drama queen recommendations list: Fire Punch, Chainsaw Man, Jujutsu Kaisen, man.
Kind of
how these
insane.
relate.
Actually,
this definitely
kind of insane.
has that darker atmosphere to it, and it's in Jump Plus as well, which is a good thing to segue into. At this current time, I really don't actually know if it's going to be a bi-weekly, weekly, or monthly release series. This is officially coming out on Manga Plus, aka Jump Plus and all that, the same site that had Oshinoko, FYI.
Has he read Dead 2? I haven't read Dead 2. Have you read Dead 2?
Oh, that's on my backlog.
I don't know what that is. I'm sorry.
Bro, hold on. I have to check something on his channel in a
And so
bit.
we're going on that limb. We can assume this is either weekly or bi-weekly as a release schedule, and I'm curious on how far this series will get. I hope that how the internet can very much overreact. I hope that this series doesn't get axed because of controversy. I could definitely see it happening, but I hope it doesn't because I legitimately think that this has a very unique opportunity. I mean, we are clearly not following Goody Goody Two Shoes characters. I think that's very apparent, and I think
This isn't your grandma's manga. Oh my god.
My annoying classmate at school. Animes for kids.
Animes
What
not
did
for-
you say?
What did you say? Chibi Shapiro reviews is such a funny little guy. Such a silly little dude.
I think that is fascinating. It's been a while since we've had not just like Goody Two Shoes characters or even morally gray characters, but just straight up very bad people. Like
Death Note.
JoJo Part 9 literally starts with fucking Jodio, like, messing up a cop.
Like, Goody Two Shoes characters. Just tell me.
Granted, that cop deserved it, but Jodio's also, like, a drug, like, dealer? Gopher? That was
Like,
an actual published manga.
just tell me you don't read or watch anything other than, like, shonen without telling me, you know?
I'm sorry, Glitter Force, your only exposure to me.
Shut up, dude. Don't say that name. Don't speak that name! Oh my god.
very bad.
Why
characters.
is
Like, that
my
is exactly
multi-stream
what this
not
is.
showing me
So,
every single
we'll see how
message?
there is progress or regression to the
'Cause
said
I'm
characters
missing
within the
some ones on
story.
YouTube.
I want to see it for myself. So yeah, Drama Queen, Chapter 1. Did not expect what I was about to get into. I was actually stun-locked by this first
Death
chapter.
Note was nearly 20
What?
years ago.
It's really even not that shocking, to be honest with you. I think it's just crazy. I think it's more edits. I think it's more content you can add, like low tier god edits to, right? You know, that's what this is. You know, it's a low tier god tier manga.
To see where it goes.
It's
So
some
I'll leave it
Frieza
at that. Do you
core,
think
some
that this series
Tobirama
is
core.
racist or xenophobic? Do you think that this needs to be canceled or whatever? Personally, I've already told you my piece on this. You know how my thoughts are. But
You know, it's pleasantly surprised that that
Let's
Chibi
go.
woke Chibi Shapiro reviews didn't say the word woke.
I was hoping he turned it around. I'm disappointed. He's washed.
He's washed. Now I'm curious
He's
right
washed.
now.
Yeah, it looks like we're doing the second one after all.
No, we're not watching the second one. I don't want to watch the second one. If I already know what he's saying there, he's just gonna be like, "Wow, you guys don't know the difference between fiction and reality." He's just gonna say that over and over again. I know his game now. So he has not talked about Magical Girl site.
I once watched a video where they said it was Magical Girl Cite, and I was very perturbed.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god.
Oh my god, gushing over Magical Girls.
Wait,
yeah. How do you watch something like that? Like, this is not your typical manga.
This isn't
You
your
know, we're not
typical
following
manga.
Goody Two Shoes.
No goody two shoes for you. And I'm like, okay, man.
Typical song and dance of new series, are just like this.
Maybe you need to go outside.
This is not your normal series.
But anyway, enough of that. As you can see, there's two parts of this stream. There are two videos we are reacting to today.
Also, Gundam does it like every series.
You know for a fact no one watches Gundam. You know no one does. Let's not pretend
you may have
here.
those silver legs, but I have these golden fingers. All right, that's all I'm saying.
Oh my god, man.
Do you know Article 1 about whatever?
This is what you sound like right now. This is what you sound like right now, man. This is you right now.
Hypothetically speaking, have you seen Maiko? G-Cux. I can't believe they named it that.
So, I have some things to talk about. Mainly, this is a crazy, like... this is a crazy ass like title, right? Post Nux Clarity. It's kind of a D1 title, you know what I'm saying?
That's insane. That's kind of goated, actually.
It's kind of fire. So, I do like the thing about this stream is I did not want to watch this video of my own accord. I kind of wanted an excuse to watch it.
You want to drag people into it?
Yes. Because here's the thing, right? From what I understand of what this video is about to say, Muda is cutting off Nuxtaku. Like, apparently, like, they ended the Some Ordinary podcast, like, 4 months ago, right? 4 months being, what is that? Like...
August,
yeah. So...
maybe June.
We're going to hear what he says, because this is going to be very enlightening, very interesting. The original vid was deleted, and he did make a... like a community post. Let's see if he deleted the community post.
Hello, guys.
Shut up. Okay. We'll read this afterwards, I guess. We'll voice act this one. Oh my god, we're gonna watch this video because I think this is hysterical. Because again, now going into this, I'm thinking like, what could Mutahar have possibly cut off Nuxtaku for, right? Could it have been the way he's weird about jaded animations? Could it have been the way he falsely accused Taiga, that one VTuber, of being a PDF file downloader? Could it be because of, like, the infinite amount of, like, controversies and weird things Nuxtaku has said? Could it have been that? Could it have been any of these things?
Could it have been his annoying girlfriend?
The list is, like, as long as that meme of, like, the crimes a character has committed, right? There's an infinite amount of things you could cut someone off like Nuxtaku for, right? What could it have possibly been?
Hello, guys and gals. Me,
Did Nux
Mutahar,
respond
and today we've got...
Yeah, I'm not watching Nux's response because this is more like I just think the fact that this is made at all is because like Nux is just gonna be like he talked it out, but also like I'm trying to dissect like the mind space of like this video because I'm thinking like this is interesting, right? Again, we must understand what he's about to say
got
here.
A pretty serious video to make. Throughout my career, you know, people make mistakes and there's accountability to be taken, and I am not shy to taking real accountability to...
I could swipe this stuff under the rug, but I choose to take accountability. Deletes video.
actual mistakes. Now, the thing about this is, obviously, I can upload these kind of videos onto secondary platforms, but I really think, for full effect, I should always upload to the main platform and really talk to you guys in a full level-headed way. Now,
was this level-headed when he made this? Like, if this was a level-headed decision he made when he uploaded this video, that's kind of crazy. I'm just saying, right? It's kind of crazy that this was a level-headed decision he made. about the real reason of him not being in the podcast. I don't know. Well, how long is that video? If that video is an hour, we're not watching it.
I don't want to listen to like next Taku sounding like he's doing the Rob Schneider. I'm sorry, that's just what I hear. I just hear him doing like the Rob Schneider like South Park bit.
Yeah.
Rob Schneider. Like that's what he sounds like to me. I don't want to listen to that.
Oh my God.
I mean, I'll watch the video just to get a more informed thing of that. But like, wait, Nux is a girlfriend? You don't know?
You don't know that his girlfriend is basically just female version of Nux Kofefh. Her name is literally Kofefh-chan. Is how obnoxious.
Coffee?
Well, he doesn't do that. He does do that. That's just what he sounds like.
That's what he talks like. Okay, well,
yeah, he just sounds like that.
Anyways, let's see.
Now I have a Reddit
like,
board
I'm
known as
saying,
Some
like,
Ordinary
that's what he
Gamers,
sounds
and you
like.
can
Not that
post
he
whatever.
does it.
Why is he on the Reddit? Why is he on the Reddit right now? What are we doing?
I'm complaining about
memes and things you want all day, every day. But one of the clips that I saw, one of the things shared was resurfaced video of Oompaville, Some Ordinary Gamers, and Nuxtaku watching Loli together on a Discord call.
Wow, they were? I bet it's crazy. I bet like it's some crazy fucked up shit they were watching, right? Don't you agree? Some crazy fucked up shit.
So when I see this kind of stuff, it blows me, and it obviously
It does what?
it flashbangs anybody, and I want to definitely have a talk about it and really explain to you exactly
His two. Am I hallucinating, or is that only one controller? I thought I was seeing two controllers. I thought it was crazy. I was like, what? Why do you have two PS5 controllers? That game does not like. Okay,
two PS5.
Vic, why did you name that one specifically? Why do you know the name of that? Why do you know that name? Anyway,
what this is, what it's about, give you my side of the perspective, and again, take accountability where accountability needs to be fucking taken. Now, I've had a pretty hardcore stance against things like Lolly, and obviously, I don't want to be contributing to watching that kind of content or normalizing it in any fashion. So in this situation, obviously, I looked at some of these clips, and I want to explain what's happening and completely condemn it, too.
It must have been Boku no Pico, right? Must have been. Had to have been.
Somebody that is 1,000% against this kind of stuff, I don't want to be, again, normalizing in any capacity. Now, for people who don't know, Oompaville and Nuxtaku were former members of the Some Ordinary podcast, which obviously ended 3 to 4 months ago. Now, I get to talk about that a little bit after I discuss all of this, because there's some lore about it that I can finally really discuss. And it should shed to light exactly what really happened with the podcast, because it's pretty independent of this. But to go back to it, Nuxtaku is a former collaborator, a former friend of mine, and I mean really a former friend of mine, because some of the stuff that I've seen over here is disgusting enough that I really can't continue a friendship, and I really can't, like, again, excuse some of my behavior watching some of this content as well.
Now, let me just point something out, right? Let me just point something out. I'm going to be a little funny guy. Some Ordinary Podcast.
Hello, guys.
We are going to check the oldest episode. 2 years. You were talking to this guy for 2 years. Like, I'm just gonna go, whoa. It's like, I can't even get to his channel till like now. 2 years. We're saying 2 years, right? It took... Dude, I scrolled twice. You've been on this podcast. Like, that is Gargura's feet. You are having a thumbnail from 2 years ago. This is like, okay, this is like me, right? This is like if I, Boosham Zero, had a podcast with Brandon Aratox, and I was like, you know what, for like 3 years, and I was like, man, you know what? I cut him off recently because I just found out that he was into girls who were depressed. Like, are you serious? like you're kidding me, right? Like, you were friends with the Gooner Messiah for 2 years and only recently cut him off. Okay, let's find out.
So this video that was uploaded with, again, Nuxtaku as Jeffrey Epstein and me as, I assume, Ghislaine Maxwell over here, Mutahar Nunt, right? So obviously in this clip, or in this video, there is a pretty big clip of me, Nuxtaku, and Quite, and Caleb basically watching and reviewing hentai together. Now, while...
The fact that that sentence even occurred, I think is crazy. You in the Discord call with the homies reacting and reviewing hentai, specifically reviewing hentai, I think, is like infinitely more diabolical, right? The fact that you placed yourself in that position, and apparently this video was like a couple years old, and now you're complaining about it is kind of crazy, right? I think that's kind of crazy.
All three of us were present in this video. This is a section from me, right? Now, obviously, these videos, according to how this video is played, was uploaded on YouTube. Now, for full context, when it comes to recording stuff, this was 3 years ago, so I don't remember everything done onto it. I don't think anybody can remember something they did 3 years ago, especially when you make videos nearly every day. But in this collaboration, Nux doesn't...
I think I'd remember if I was reviewing hentai in a call in Discord with the homies, I think. No matter how many videos I make. I think that'd stick out as a sore thumb amongst the other videos he did. Hello?
Hi, I'm playing Project Sekai.
Oh, frog. Is it not a little odd, right? Like, I don't know. This
really give any preparation material. We kind of just jump in and record stuff and then send it over to his editors or himself over Discord. But in this situation, he showed us a channel known as Henty Boy, right? Which again...
Sometimes when I watch drama channels and they start saying things like this, like I hear them say sentences like we watched a channel called Henty Boy, right? Like, is kind of crazy. It's just a funny little thing.
And this is a video known as Hentai Thick Girl, very unknown.
This is our reality, right? This is our lucid reality we're witnessing right now. In the most serious tone of voice, Mutahar, some ordinary gamer, said the words, "This is from a channel called Henty Boy, and a video called Hentai Thick Girl, very unknown." Let me get that reading again.
Himself over Discord. But in this situation, he showed us a channel known as Henty Boy, right? Which again, this is a video known as Hentai Thick Girl, very unknown, very small viewership. But as you can see right over here,
he's talking about it like I'm listening to his underrated Spotify artist in reference to Hentai Thick Girl by Henty Boy. Oh my god.
Here, right? This was all uploaded to YouTube.
And even when you look at the upload date for this, August 2020, around Nux's actual video, which would have been uploaded like January of, or the end of January of like 2021, the channel pretty much remained dormant over here, but it was pretty much an unknown channel that slipped under YouTube's moderation. I don't even think that channel exists anymore because with the amount of attention raised through Nux's initial video, it probably is completely removed and has actually been banned off of the platform.
I'm still okay. So I think it's diabolical. This is like layers of diabolical. He got them in call, had them react to hentai on a channel, a small channel with like 5 subs that was uploading hentai clips. Is that not like crazy? Is that like genuinely strange and diabolical to anyone?
Again, when I was working with Nux, a lot of the things we did talk about was being anti-Loli in that situation. And Nux very much made it clear to me that he was anti this stuff as well, too. And he still maintains it to this day.
Now, here's what's funny about this. I unfortunately have this clip because I thought this was very interesting.
Wait.
We did just point out. We did just point out, by the way, again, it took me one scroll. I found Gargoyle with her feet out, being like teased for a thumbnail. It's probably gonna take me less than 2 scrolls. This is like, this is insane. But like, again, I remember when this happened because I just distinctly remember this.
Nux is against loli stuff?
Yeah.
Well, I thought he posted loli stuff. What?
Yeah, it's very weird. It's very weird when Nux said something against lollies and equating them to pedos.
What the What the Am I misremembering?
No? No, Nux actually followed me recently too, and I was like, what the what did I do?
I could have swore he used to, because he used to make like anime videos on YouTube and stuff. I thought he used to do all kinds of lolly stuff. What?
Oh no! What happened?
I mean, I'm just saying, right? I'm just saying, like, it's there. That's the thing I always thought was funny, right? Like, I'm just saying, you know, like, again, 2 years, 2 years, 2 years. You're on a podcast with this guy. He's very anti it. That's why he puts it in his thumbnails and then deletes it.
But the kind of stuff that he showed us was anime knee summer.
Now, inside the
Anime knee summer. Okay, so like hold on.
video, inside Nux's presentation, it kind of came off as like just a cursed little hentai, and
just a cursed little hentai, just a silly little guy, silly little thing.
The reality of it is, I never really watched his collaboration, but if you take the name that Knee Summer has had and put it into my anime list, which I realistically should have done at the time, you can see the synopsis is Yuta Yamayuchi is a average high school student, right? So right there, I'm not going to play the whole semantics, oh, is this really lolly game? Like, I don't even care if somebody is like 18 or on the cusp of like turning 19. At the end of the day, high school can very much involve a minor. And when you scroll...
It's funny how easy this is. Hold on. It's actually genuinely funny how easy sometimes it is for these types of videos for me to just be like,
that's it. Oh, allowed and fuck that. Damn, dude. Like a public urinal where like you just get fucked on a daily. Like you're just getting.
my anime list dropouts. I can't show that on screen. We are just going to try. It's getting bigger. I'm just gonna read this real quick. The synopsis: to address the alarming problem of unemployment, a special government program is introduced to conscript so-called dropouts, young people who are either unable to find a job or have failed high school, into compulsory labor. At the top of his school, Rota Nimi is awarded with his best dropout Japan has to offer. Sorry, what was your problem with
I was
next
taking
again?
that test. What happened? What are you talking about?
So here's the thing, right? This is the reason why. So Mudon is now saying that the reason why he cut off Nux is because the hentai they're reacting to on YouTube.com on the channel Henty Boy that has 5 subs, is because here, listen to this again.
Came off
summer.
Now, inside the video, inside Nux's presentation, it kind of came off as like just a cursed little hentai, and the reality of it is, I never really watched his collaboration, but if you take the name that Knee Summer has had and put it into my anime list, which I realistically should have done at the time, you can see the synopsis is Yuta Yamayuchi is a average high school student, right? So right there, I'm not going to play the whole semantics, oh, is this really lolly game? Like, I don't even care if somebody is like 18 or on the cusp of like turning 19. At the end of the day, high school can very much involve a minor. And when you scroll down and go to the information, it is a OVA by a studio known as Rabbitgate with no licensors, but the genre is in fact...
You are just reading what's on screen,
hentai.
dog.
So,
is this
again,
what his
ladies and
content's
gentlemen,
like?
if it's
He just
hentai
reads what's on
and
screen?
high school people, it does in fact fall under the lolly banner, and that is never okay in any capacity. Now, obviously,
Never okay in any capacity.
Damn, bro, I almost fell for that hentai. Do I watch hentai? I mean, like, I've watched... I like saw hentai when I was younger, but I don't like actively watch hentai. Hentai's kind of like... I don't know, man. Like hentai's kind of weird, you know. If it's like, if you're just like, because like I feel like when you watch hentai, like you have like the normal hentai with like just humans and shit, and it's just like, why not just watch actual any porn website? And like it was really fucked up. Like SJWs would like fucking blow their brains out over this. Like it would have them on fucking like suicide watch. Dude, Sergeant Jason, you don't gotta donate. Same with 1,000 people tonight. I just want you to have a great time and listen to the hentai story. They had this like story, all right, and like SJWs would hate it. So basically, the story was like they had like Oni chans or whatever the fuck they called it. I don't know. Like it was Oni something, but
that's
there'd
hilarious.
be like no fuck. It was Dropout. That was the name. Dropout. Don't. So basically, the premise is it's like if you're
Dropout, and again, the premise is
I watched
of drop.
that on a date once.
The premise of Dropout is once again at the top of his school. Ryota Nimi is rewarded with the best dropout Japan has to offer. Let me go check the characters. I'm gonna click on Watarai Shizuka. Does not show me anything actually. Who are these? Like they don't get biographies. Basically, they're in high school, and he says the word SJW every 5 seconds, so he's actually just digging his grave further. But like again, you have made me take the horrible position I must now take. Nuxtaku was in the right, and that makes me very sad.
Basically, these videos existing on YouTube kind of, again, lends to some credence that maybe it wasn't, you know, this, like, borderline illicit material. But again, these were also smaller YouTube channels, so chances are they probably weren't swept up.
This is some crazy. This guy is doing, like a crazy triple backflip. Some like into a round off with like spinning in the air 700 times to make this point.
Which is something that also should have really been considered from my end. It should have been something that I never watched in the first place. I should have never, you know, condoned. And honestly, it's pretty shitty to even contribute to somewhat normalizing this material. When there's a lot of large creators that work with a person, you know, you tend to have this level of like authority brought into it. And there is obviously a blind spot when this is somebody that you consider to be a friend at the time.
Dude, he literally only uploads this stuff. Like, this is literally all this is his entire bag.
Yeah.
Like, you can't pretend as though, like, you literally, you can't pretend as though, like, you didn't know when this is his whole bag. This is his whole bag, dude.
And obviously, when you work with that person and you see other large creators that you're also friends with work with that person, it just, again, swells up that blind spot that you make. But again, no real excuses over there. You shouldn't really have a blind spot in the first place. And again, it's not only me being a poor judge of character, but I should have absolutely have spotted this years ago. So
I mean, no judgment was involved.
Own up to
That's
my
the problem, in fact.
Yeah.
But again, I don't think
like,
this is literally
again, that's like me making a podcast with Hassan Piker, and then 5 years later being like, dude, I didn't know he was political. Dude, I just didn't know. He was friends with a lot of guys I was trying to work with. I didn't know he was political.
Yeah, sorry, I was just trying to do some networking.
Dude, I just couldn't know that Hassan Piker was political. Like, that's why I cut him off like 5 weeks ago. After being friends with him for 3 years. Like, what are we doing?
Together watching Loli in this manner. This is a collaboration where it happens pretty much on the fly, and it's not, you know, representative of the kind of
you made a podcast with it, dog.
shit that I consume on a daily basis or anything of that nature. Like I would never willingly and honestly like watch something like this.
You would never honestly willingly watch something like this. You would never willingly watch something like this. Never
dude,
would.
You uploaded
never would, dude.
You uploaded it.
Oh, wait. Oh my god, that's his clip channel. Oh, it's so over, actually. That's insane. And this video is 4 years old. Crazy.
You know, out of nowhere. This is just insane. And I wanted to really bring this up and bring this into the context of what this clip was and why we had watched this kind of stuff. And any jokes that I make in these situations, really any jokes that anybody makes.
The context of why we watched it, because you were baiting gooners. Like, you were making edgy content. that's the end of the sentence. This video goes on for 32 more minutes.
Collaborations like
What
this
is said,
is
like,
usually
yeah.
because everyone's just playing into the
I don't know
high
what to
shock
say in this
factor or something
situation.
like this. Does that excuse any behavior? Absolutely not.
And he showed us
Shouldn't
something
have
very
said
weird.
I
I'm
don't
getting
like
somewhat
him.
upset.
Say again?
That should have been the reason. I don't like him.
Yeah, like honestly, the more he tries to reason, the more easy it is to just like like
I can't believe like Nux Taku is coming out on top on this one. I'm mad.
not only is Nux Taku coming out on top, he is like Madara versus the Shinobi Alliance right now, is what's happening.
Sad about it.
It is insane
Like he hit that much.
that,
It was
that
me, him, and
Muda is
Clay.
making me say this.
Fuck. I want to say it was something involving a dog too, but I
Exactly.
Probably 900-year-old convent for far too long.
These are the four horsemen of the apocalypse we're looking at right now. This is like some mythological.
They've been around since long before civilization.
Exactly. Wait, should I one of those videos?
This is the 5 rules of the Onami household.
Okay.
These are the little sisters, by the way.
Okay, this is a hentai?
First rule, hug your little sister every day.
Okay, it's fine. Okay, it's just hug her for at least 10 seconds. There's nothing wrong with a hug. Yeah, it's fine.
No, the third rule isn't any weirder, so you don't have to worry.
Oh, but in this situation, I just want.
Dude, like, dude, you know what it is? Again,
What?
I'm gonna say this as someone who, if you check my Twitter, I don't condone it in a certain capacity. As I've literally helped, like, tried to get a guy arrested for it, for doing real things. But no, he did get arrested. He did get arrested because he was.
Yeah, I was
actually
gonna
doing it.
say, like, yeah, that's official now. We can.
Yeah, that's
we can
official.
say
Yeah,
that.
we could
Like,
officially
he's
say.
in jail.
Let me find it. Actually, let me find.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's you know what? Yeah, I guess it is kind of funny that we're having this like stream between like the two of us, and I guess Kage is here, sort of.
Kind of.
Because like we both
Barely.
have like individual Canadians we're trying to get arrested for this stuff, and you've succeeded. I'm still working on mine.
You think it's fun to just show this? I'll just show it. Screw it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I don't see why I wouldn't.
Yeah. Again, so the reason why this is, I need to break down my stance on this to make something very clear. I need to make this clear. I had spent 3 years of my life getting Eric Przinski from got arrested, right? All right, because he did. His crimes are all on there. The things he was accused of were all real, and there are people who did defend him. It's all right here in this thread. I'm just saying. So know that when I say this, know that when I say what I'm about to say, with that context in mind, right? Because again, I can't believe I'm typing this. I'm actually going to type something different. We're going to type in Kreia because it leads to his channel. Do not click. Do not play his videos, dude. I must reiterate.
I was gonna say it's like right there. That's
yeah, no, I was like, I must reiterate when I say this, right? That the reason I don't ever publicly say anything about it is because one of the people I knew who publicly made a defense of it, and then later on I found out he went to Thailand and diddled 3 little girls and then got arrested for it. Also has a restraining order from his little sister because he posted compromising photos of her and also of her feet online for people to jack off to that he said he wanted them to jack off to. Know that she was 9, by the way. Know that when I say this, that my stance on all of this is that that when I see Muda collabing with Nux Taku again, Nux Taku, and Nux Taku all of a sudden with friends with Nux Taku starts pulling, like, accusing people like Taiga, like whatever it was, slandering him and like doing all this crazy stuff, like going around parading anti-lolly stuff. The reason that raises my eyebrow is that in my experience, every single person who has ever loudly and very vehemently talked for or against lolly has been a real weirdo.
Nah, he's been dealt with. Don't worry.
So again, know that when I say this, is that this entire thing of like the moral high ground there that Muda does, and that Nux was doing to be friends with Muda, I think is deeply weird. I just think it's deeply weird, especially with the way this video is, because all it takes to see Muda's whole thing of like, wow, I should have taken responsibility and known. Your favorite hentai's drop out, dude. Your favorite hentai's drop out. You willingly collabed with the Gooner Messiah, who was known for making lolly content. And like, you can't then like, whatever you say about Nux in that regard, I think Nux is a crazy hypocrite weirdo for that, who clearly was just doing that to be on his third or fifth or sixth or seventh or eighth or ninth grift. But like, you doing this to go after him like this is just peak hypocrisy, where no one except for you is in the wrong.
Wanted to provide you the context of all of this, right? This wasn't us sitting together watching Loli, just on like the off time. This is a collaboration for one of Nux's main channel videos, and at the time, really no.
Dude, listen, man, I wasn't watching it for the love of the game. I was doing it for the bag. You know, that's.
Look, I promise it was for the bag.
I promise, man. It's different. It's different though. I watched the weirdo stuff that I'm openly against for the bag, which is different than if I did it for the love of the game. Like, come on.
Nobody thought about it, but we should have.
So a lot of these big creators, you can start to see like really big names. Obviously, Project Melody, Critical, MXR Plays. I don't know if that's actually Iron Mouse, but yeah, you can see plenty.
I don't know if that's actually Iron Mouse. I don't know if that's actually her.
Dude, I don't know. I don't know. It might be.
It might. You know, if we zoom in really close, it might be.
Creators
so weird.
Nux has worked with, and for a while there's been plenty of collaborations where like big creators jump on, they get shown like crazy shit, crazy hentai, or sometimes participate in like games, game shows, so to speak. And that
when I get my friends on my stream, sometimes I shoot them in the foot. Sometimes I show them like live leak videos. Sometimes I just subject them to the most crazy fetishes
I
on
went
the man.
to an off collab with somebody, and I just like pulled a flashbang on him.
Yeah, and sometimes we play Monopoly. Oh my god, man, this video is such a joke.
Really the extent of it. Nux is a pretty big collaborator in that space, and realistically I kind of just walked around expecting him on good faith when he said that, he's pretty anti-loli, and obviously would.
Yeah, okay, man.
Dog, you fell for that?
Dude, that's like...
You lost to a dog in chat?
Dude. That's like talking to Bushem Zero. Bushem Zero says, I'm not a gooner. Yeah, okay, man. Yeah, alright. Yeah, okay, dude.
This man lost to a dog in chat.
Oh my god, dude.
Wouldn't have shown us anything
I
that
know
would be
that's
very
not like the context that phrase was born from, but like, fuck it, it applies here.
He really did dude, he didn't just lose to the dog in chess. The dog had every single piece, and he got him on checkmate, dude.
Dunked on him right after.
Into it, and obviously with a lot of these larger creators also collaborating with him, I'm sorry to say it really did blindside me. There was a bias, call it friendship bias.
Really did blindside
me. Really did blindside me, man. I didn't see it coming. I'm actually blind.
Call it, there was other creators working on it, but really it was something that I was putting up a blind spot to, and I'm not using that as an excuse. I really shouldn't have done that collaboration, and I really shouldn't have watched that content.
I really shouldn't have made a podcast with him for 4 years, for 2 years, man. I shouldn't have made a podcast with this guy for 2 years. Oh God, man.
Anyway contributed to normalizing it. I 100% obviously condemn Lolly, and I 100% condemn my actions in that situation. But again, one of the reasons why I do really want to address this is I don't like obviously reading the facts that I am some level of a pedo or a defender of this or anything. I have made plenty of videos crapping on individuals and burning a bridge with creators who I don't necessarily agree with. If I have ever at any point normalized their actions, people like Mama Max, where I did stick up for, amongst plenty of other creators. But I think obviously if really bad information comes out and new information comes out, you have to publicly correct it. You have to publicly explain, updates to a situation. I could swipe this stuff under the rug, but I choose to upload it on the main channel because I think that's really where taking accountability is at.
Deletes video. Deletes video. Deletes video. Oh, dude, you are such a loser, man. Like, that's what's driving me insane about this, right? Is that like you literally cannot blame Nux for anything in this situation. Like Nux is like blameless 1,000% because Nux was just carrying on business as usual, man. It was an average Tuesday for Nux and he was showing people Henty Boy with 5 subs and 5 views and then invited his buddies and had done so for 4 years before going on a podcast with this man for 2. Like that, like he was carrying on. It was an average Tuesday for Nux Taku, man. Muda somehow was like, man, I didn't know this guy was a weirdo, man. I didn't know.
I'm sorry. I lost to this dog in chess like every week for 2 years. I don't know how it happened.
Dude.
I didn't know the dog was...
I didn't know the dog was like... What is that guy's name? Like the number one, like... What is...
Christ. I was trying to remember, because from during my last flight, I played a fucking chess game based on some champ.
Magnus Carlsen. I didn't realize the dog was Magnus Carlsen, dude.
I didn't realize the dog was actually Magnus Carlsen.
Like, dude, it's like, this is the easiest, like, I see this guy. What are you talking about? The Ellen DeGeneres P. Diddy leaks are unreal. What are we doing? Like, child slave. Like, it's not hard. Like, you have to just be capping. I feel like the Nuxify plugin is installed. That's because we are in fact on his channel. That would be the reason why.
I don't want to pretend like I am just burying my head in the sand. This was a wrong thing for me to do, and 100% I own up to it completely. So one of the things that I
deletes video.
I don't agree with is a lot of the
head in the sand. Just been like, yeah.
You should have said nothing, dog. You should have said absolutely nothing.
Sweeping this under the rug would have been the best move.
It really would have, man. Oh my god, man.
Could have just been said, you know what? Maybe in hindsight, that was weird.
That was weird. I did that.
It was weird, and yeah, I'm gonna stop doing.
Look,
stop being weird.
Look, should I just, you know what? For the sake of like having credibility for myself, real quick, because again, the easy layup for me doing this is like Busham Zero back in the past. Didn't you make a lot of lolly jokes and stuff like that? Didn't you do that? To which I'll say, we publicly said we did until we literally found out one of our homies was a criminal.
That sort of guy.
Like, the moment I found out that, like, the literal microsecond, we stopped. And not only did we stop, we told our audience, we were like, no, stop making those jokes.
Yeah,
They're
I was
not
gonna say,
funny.
I can vouch for this, too. Like, I remember when you, first found out, and, I think, the next day, in fact, if not the next 2 days, we're like, yeah, no, we talked with that guy, and yeah, we're not gonna make those jokes anymore.
We're never making those jokes again. I actually
that guy not referring to the criminal, another guy.
Yeah,
the content he was making at the time.
Yeah, like when is Jaden Animation cutting ties with Nux? Because they're the bestest of friends.
How do you show up to the stream with this and not during
when we were talking about your tweet? Yeah, get in stream, dumbass.
Almost cheesecake, more like.
Almost here.
Almost
party cheesecake.
Oh my god, dog! Like again, again, you can find clips of me making those types of jokes, and then literally the moments I believe the moment I found out the video, it was because here's the thing. At the time when I was like, when I found out the information, there was a period of a year where like there was silence on my part. Because fun fact, guys, if you're trying to get a guy arrested, letting him know you're trying to get him arrested actually alerts him and makes him delete all evidence on Twitter.
Yeah, don't talk about it.
Yeah, don't, you just be quiet, carry on business as usual, and then good riddance, Eric. Like that like you do. Here's what you do. If you find out there's a weirdo in your community, be quiet, quiet down, go to everyone you know privately and be like, hey, don't talk to this guy. He's a weirdo. Here's the proof. Because if you red alert and let him know publicly, that's when he deletes all the evidence.
And make sure it's like people you 100% know won't talk. I made that mistake. Thankfully.
My point being, my point being,
thankfully, like archives exist.
Like I have like proof that this is why like I don't make these jokes. I actually don't ever, and that's why I'm if you ever talk to me about it, I'm gonna like be very quiet about it, mainly because every single person, and I mean every single person who I found out who was loudly about it, I know there's a countdown of about a limit of like a year or two before I found out they did something weird. Case in point. And that's why. That's honestly why. But again, point being,
over-sexualization in the thumbnails, right? So there were actually collections of thumbnails collected in these videos where things were pretty...
My small collection of NSFW Nuxtaku thumbnails?
Small collection?
Did
you not look at his whole channel?
Dog. Dude, the dog right now is tap dancing on his grave. The dog has not even moved his pieces and he's checkmated.
NSFW,
what, it activated Conqueror's hockey on him?
I don't even know, man. Like, I don't know what his point is with this. Like, this guy's insane. Like, actually, this guy's insane. Because, like, the more he does this, right? I don't like Nuxtaku, but Nuxtaku's very blatantly, openly a fucking weirdo, right? And, like, it takes you all of 5 seconds to find that information out. Which is why everyone was pointing out, it was like, for years, it was like, why is Muda, like, friends with this guy if Muda's so anti-lolly, if, again, it takes you 5 seconds to find...
It's like one of the first things you fucking find out about him.
Again, okay, how many scrolls? Let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. 8 scrolls. 8 scrolls and I found it.
I don't want to look at that, man. I don't want to see that.
I do. What?
Or at least they were highly sexualized.
Huh? What? What did you say? He had content. He had content that he thought was weird and pedo on saved on his computer. A small collection. Just because I hate it, man. I really hate it. That's why I've saved my computer.
Doing a whole circus act. Hey, you're speaking to a clown. All right. I don't claim this.
Okay. If we're not playing the game that Muda does, where like because Muda doesn't know anything about this, where he calls like any character that is, if you look into their Wikipedia page, like under the age of 18, a lolly. Lolly just is the body type. That's what it's been categorized in like in the otaku, like in anime for a while. Like you'll barely ever see like a character like Marin or like, I don't know, like Power characterizes one. You'll see characters like Beatrice or Gura or Bibu or like Nico or like other characters like that categorized as such, right? The ones who really push this stuff are people like Muda who like don't involve themselves in the community and also don't involve themselves so much that they collaborate with a guy who made stuff like this for literally 4 years. Like, Gura is, like, that's the whole meme. But, like, Gura is also an adult woman. So, like, that's why, an adult real fiction, like, real woman. So, like, yeah, that's what it means. Like, that's, again... You know.
But even that isn't as bad as one of the examples that I want to show you. Now, if you're looking at this video called Cursed Speedrun Fails...
The sentences that come out of this guy's mouth are just like they're a gem, man. They're so fun.
This was uploaded 3 years ago, and if you're looking at the thumbnail, it is XQC screaming at some video game with Nux's VTuber in the corner and going, what the fuck? Now, the thing is, the problem with this situation is the thumbnail that came before is absolutely filthy. So this one video, where again, the thumbnail is different, XQC is still very much in the corner. You can see a speedrunning timer. You can see Nux's character, his avatar, right here on the right side. But the middle that I'm blurring especially involves a dog bending over and inserting themselves into what appears to be a female character. So obviously, this has nothing to do with the actual...
It takes you 5 seconds, man. The dog is beating your ass, man.
Yo, why is he talking like he's doing legal defense, dog?
Dude, this is common knowledge. Common knowledge, man.
Well, content is just a hypersexualized thumbnail. Now, even with a thumbnail like that, it had nothing to...
What are we doing? Like, what are we doing, man? Like... What are we doing?
Do with anything hypersexualized, so I don't know why we had to insert zoophilia into like a speedrunning thumbnail. To me, it makes no sense.
Yeah, I wonder why Nuxtaku would insert something weird like that randomly to a video for no reason, right?
I wonder why.
I really wonder why. Like, why would he do that?
It's a riddle for the ages.
It's truly Socrates and his homies were like sitting there studying this. Why would guy who baits people with hentai bait people with hentai, right? Like, why would he do that?
With weird hentai, nonetheless. He couldn't be vanilla.
Hand holding, hugging.
Yeah.
5 inches for Jesus. 5 inches away from Jesus, right? Whatever it was.
5 inches for Jesus.
Leave room for revival type shit. Maybe because Muda is selectively mute and blind and also doesn't hear things and also like sometimes turns around.
It's like Evil's Plato like allegory of the cave. It's fucked up. That's what's happening here.
It's like, dude, I don't care. Like, again, I vehemently dislike Nuxtaku. I don't like him. But also, Doc, you are in the wrong, man. You are so in the wrong.
But obviously, you know, looking through a larger collection of these thumbnails that were uploaded on numerous other channels covering this topic, yeah, it really is a pattern that back in the day, and Nux even touched upon this, that, you know...
Back in the day,
he's still at it.
He's still... Lust! Greed! Nux, that's a slur! Boy smell!
Call me Dick Master.
Like, we are lying. We are lying to ourselves. Guys, Boucham Zero used to be a gooner. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Years ago that this was something they did, whether it be for some form of clickbait or, you know, capture or something that was normalized in the anime community. Any form of
Dude, like Illuminati, like that's a hentai. That's not even what her profile picture looks like. How did you miss this? This was uploaded 11 months ago. You have to have seen your friends' videos, man. You have to have, man. Man, come on. Especially if they made a podcast with you.
Any form of, you know, hentai like this or hypersexualization, or, you know, if you even insert like loli into this thumbnail, for instance, that's not okay. And obviously these are things that, you know, if you slightly change in the background, it's going to rub people the wrong way. You should really just be upfront and honest. And honestly, you should never even have done this in the first place. But
why are you coming at him for that now? Like, yeah, Nuxtaku's a bit of a grifter for going back and changing the thumbnails after, like, you know, baiting it for literal years. Yeah, that's odd. But like, why are you blaming him for it now if you're just now pretending as if you didn't notice it? If anything, like, best case scenario, you're stupid. You're just brain dead doo-doo dog shit stupid. Worst case, you're covering your ass.
But yeah, this is one of those things that kind of like obviously was brought up, and it's one thing that I wanted to address is one of the principal reasons
why
this isn't okay. But
why is he thumping his leg on something in the back in his audio?
even bigger reason is one of these situations regarding another creator known as Bungo Taiga, which is a creator that also had their entire YouTube channel pretty much.
We are not doing this right now, man.
Sexual content policy. Now, to preface, also going forward into this video, I don't know much more about Bungo Taiga other than what I'm about to read here for you, and again, just covering this one specific case. So I don't know what level of degeneracy, if anything, this person also falls into. So don't consider anything that I'm saying as a co-signing of this individual. I'm looking at a very hyper-specific event in this point in time. I just want to make that readily apparent. So to go over a bit of their controversy, in summer 2020,
I don't know anything about it, so let's talk about it.
Taiga was accused of grooming. They made a tweet longer where they reviewed the allegations and called them false. Later, an updated Google Doc was created that had evidence that not only were these allegations fake, they were deliberately created by ex-moderators and spread by a stalker of Taiga. So again, this is the Google Doc in question. Now again, I have no idea about this controversy whatsoever.
We're
I
skipping
would rather
over
not be
it.
a cause for possible misinformation floating around now that new information was revealed. I'm still in the dark on a lot of details.
Yeah, I get it. He got in drama that he was wrong about. Yeah, we know about this. This is a year old. This was like the thing he was known for. How did you not know he was doing this? Like, what are we doing?
Understand the situation. So it's wild as fuck.
Surely somebody would have said something, or Nux himself probably would have mentioned it. He didn't.
He had, dude.
Nobody did.
You guys definitely. I DM Will every day. If Will tomorrow was going around saying that, if Tupperware went around tomorrow saying that he hates all brown people, I'd find out because I follow the guy and he's my friend, and I'd be like, man, that's weird. Why would you say that?
Yeah, what happened to you, buddy?
I wouldn't ignore that for a whole year and then later be like, dude, why did he do that?
What was his problem?
What was his problem, man? What are you doing?
In pretty serious
what was that
like
about?
But we don't have the entire story, or at least enough to make a video. That is
dude.
basically how you bring on actual misinformation. So in this story, Taiga did not appear to be too happy with this entire situation. They actually talked about it again in that VOD I brought up.
Being years late for a train.
Why?
You think I
4 years for a train?
him? People are blaming me for deplatforming him. He got banned for sexual content. But you're blaming me for deplatforming him? Destroyed his life? You think I destroyed his life when the video where I talked about apologizing for it has more views than the video where I originally mentioned it as a throwaway sentence? Over false allegations? I didn't make any allegations. I said what someone else said, and I was wrong.
Yeah, I know. He's not getting responsibility. We know this. We've been know this, dude.
Massive fuck up.
I mean,
and it's not a fuck up that you can just put in a pinned comment.
All the same, but
yeah.
Or a side channel that people
What a surprise! One of the biggest creators in the content in the anime space makes a comment about you, and it becomes widespread. Who would have thought?
May or may not see. At the end of the day, when it involves something incredibly serious, like incredibly serious, like sexual assault stuff, you should 100% correct the record and make an actual real. It doesn't have to be like you slapping yourself in the face.
Why would you say this now, though?
In front of it, it just really has to be a sincere apology that, again, you post on a main channel. The reason I'm doing this video, for instance, on a main channel is because I really do want to set the record straight. I really don't have anything to hide, and to be honest with you, when it comes to a situation like this, it's best that I set the record straight. I'm not ashamed of involving people that wouldn't know about it. I don't really want to hide things under the rug because I have nothing to hide. At the end of the day, that to me is more shady. I've called people out for really bad behavior, and I think this is probably some of the worst that I've seen, especially when it comes to reporting on something that you probably never should have in the first place, especially when it would have cost somebody, a lot of issues down the road, right?
Deletes video.
Even the comment section over here isn't entirely happy about the situation, because obviously they say if you know how the internet works, then you'll know why that little clip can end a career of somebody. You said it, people are calling other funny.
Why is he still on this? Can I skip over this point he's making? Because it's really
his
point sucks.
Trying to make mistakes, but to really just let it fester for this long without actually making right on it, because again, if you ignore something on the internet long enough, there's a good chance that it'll go away, right? If I ignored this whole situation with my fuck up, it would probably have gone away, but that would be very hypocritical of me to do, and that's not something I want to contribute to, at least on my time on the internet. I also
deletes video.
I feel that for this one person having some exoneration on a channel, where at least if they weren't guilty of really heinous crimes, at least they
shut up.
Degenerate in the community. Now the thing is, a lot of creators ended up being friendly with the guy. A lot of people contacted them, and one of them ended up being Nuxtaku, who Nux had at the time said, "Hey, probably this guy, right?"
Oh, we're talking about Shad. Now he's talking about the Shad stuff. And
now?
And it's also again, you didn't know. You didn't know. I know Nuxtaku on Twitter made a whole defense of I was just trying to bait him. I was trying to mock him for his weird stuff. And it's okay, man. Sure, I believe you. I believe you, dog. I believe you. I totally believe you.
Yeah, man. Whatever you say, man.
Whatever you say, dude. See, I didn't.
Don't worry about it.
Dude, you know what? Dog, you look like you're pretty good at chess, but I'm not going to play with you. Right? You know?
A bit too middle school. You know, in place, understandable troll. The thing about it is obviously as a...
Oh, wait, hold on. Actually, no, it's going to play here in a second.
What? Oh, no, how terrible. That's just...
This was happening. This was on the consideration of the podcast ending. So I was on somebody's channel known as Chud Logic, who actually talked about the situation. I actually ended up going onto his channel and saying something that I probably shouldn't have, because the situation regarding the podcast was very fluid. And I'll explain that in a bit. But I want you to hear this clip so I can better explain it and also acknowledge a fuck up I made. That's never okay.
Okay. Are you going to keep on the podcast?
Unlisted.
No, we would cancel the podcast. This is not happening. The podcast
Dude,
is done.
this is hard because obviously, you know, people won't be...
Podcast is done, yeah. Podcast is done now.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the podcast is over. We are not filming the last episode. It's over.
Is that are you serious?
Yeah, we're not doing the podcast anymore. It's done.
Why?
We're supposed to film on Tuesday. Well, there's a couple reasons for it. A lot of that was obviously some of the Shad stuff too, because we were kind of sitting there, we're like, me and Caleb,
He can't be serious, right? Is he trying to say... Now, is he trying to say that the reason why he cut him off is because he was talking to Shad? Got news for you, buddy. You're going to have to cut off, like, the rest of the internet, man, because all of those motherfuckers are talking to him.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, there's a lot more people involved in that than you think.
That's like yo. There's more people that there's more people that have interacted with Shad publicly than there are characters in One Piece. Like, we can't pretend, right? We come on.
And we were just like, this is, I don't know, it's weird. The other thing was we just want to redo things maybe like 2 months down the road or something. So this is a pretty big point and one that I can finally really discuss. And obviously, if you listen to that, it kind of sounds like I'm snaking him. I give him an answer where it says, you know, there's a lot of...
Did you hear that?
No, it's weird. The other thing was we just want to redo things maybe like 2 months down the road or something. So this is a pretty big point and one that I can finally really discuss. And obviously, if you listen to that, it kind of sounds like I'm snaking him. I give him...
Because you are. Because you are. You are snaking him.
An answer where it says, you know, there's a lot of reasons, but a lot of it is the Shadman stuff, which at the time, as this was kind of breaking down, you know, everyone in the community was going, whoa, you're connecting with this guy, you're talking to him. Yeah, that kind of was one thing that was brought up. But obviously in a call that, you know, I guess I had with Nux personally, this was discussed as like a collaboration effort. There was another huge thing that I wasn't really privy to discuss at the time. Now, the podcast ended for, again, us not actually owning any of it. So to give you an idea about how it works, right? The company that I was with at the time, the management company, Nano Zebra, they managed my channel, and specifically Oompaville's channel. Now, if you notice towards the tail end of the podcast, Oompaville really wasn't showing up for a lot of episodes. There was actually a point where, like, it would be like 1 week out of the month he would actually make an appearance. And it wasn't because, you know, all of a sudden there was some falling out between us or anything. It was that there was really a behind-the-scenes issue with Nano Zebra, and how some of the things on the podcast was done. I believe payment wasn't really necessarily brought towards Oompaville, and they had like another deal.
Okay, so it's a money issue then. Okay,
now, at the
cool.
time, me, Oompaville, Isaiah, Tom, Brandon were out filming in Texas, and Wendigoon actually brings up, you know, how things are going over at Mana to work with this Mana group, because they're going to do a lot more things in the future that would help us with...
Why is it every time with these drama videos, these things take like 7 years to just say one thing?
Oh, man.
They start running the whole, like, a whole marathon.
This happened around 3 to 4 months ago. So as this happened, the podcast was under management and, you know, again, I believe partial, if not near full ownership of Nano Zebra. So at the time, it was like, hey, what do we do about this podcast, right? Like, do we fight for rights for it? And obviously, not really. You don't need to. If you're the main talent, the 3 big people, you are the draw for the show. So it really became a situation where me and Caleb said, yeah, fuck it. We'll just make a new show and we'll move it to a new location. Hopefully something, the perfect managed podcast ever. There was moments where guests would show up literally like last minute, and a lot of those guests actually did come because of Nux's massive collaborative efforts. Some of the guests I brought, some of the guests Caleb brought, but it was not something where we even had a docket for a lot of the shows, right? It was really just we showed up, we yapped. The yapping wasn't exactly structured, and there were some episodes you could probably look at and realize they were pretty fucking phoned in. So at the end of the day, the podcast ended pretty inconvenient time with this whole Shadman stuff. And obviously, you know, we did, or at least I looked into the Nux stuff myself, and the Shadman stuff, because there wasn't really any collaboration, never really went anywhere. It didn't become the, you know, sole focus reason. But yeah, the actual reasons for why the podcast ended were a lot of boring business stuff. We just didn't own it, so it was a lot better for us to make a new podcast, make an entirely new name out of it, and me and Caleb can move that going forward. And obviously, somebody else can come on that is not Nux, but you understand now the real situation. Now, at the time, I couldn't really bring this up because when you're leaving a contract and you're leaving a company and you're going to a new company.
So you spent 20 minutes of this talking about how you should have noticed things that were so blatant a blind man could have found it. And now you get to, like, it turns out it's just a money issue.
You really don't want to disparage somebody, not because it's not the legal thing to do, but also it's just not something you want to do, right? It's just not really professional at all. You don't want to disparage another company. You don't want to, like, go out and, you know, make things look worse than they really are. It really was a pretty amicable breakup. We left, we moved to a new company, and underneath that new company, or really under our company, we're going to bring back this podcast with obviously, you know, different branding and whatnot. So that's really the fucking boring answer that it took me months to really tell you. And it took me months because now I've completely severed ties with Nano Zebra, and I've been with Mana GG for, I want to say 3 months at this point, like, officially signed on. So yeah, that's really the answer. Now, in the case of Chud Logic, who did in fact take the words that I put out and had relayed them, he really felt that I kind of snaked him. him and gave him misinformation or outright lied to him. And the reality of it is, honestly, the situation was just so fluid at the time that we didn't even know that things like the last episode were going to be filmed, right? And ultimately, that last episode did end up fighting at the end of the day. I do feel that, obviously, if what I've said has led to some wronging for another person, then I'm not above an apology. Like, I'm not too big to fail or too egotistical to realize when what I've done can have consequences for other people, and for that I do humbly apologize.
Which is why you made this video and why you deleted it. Yeah, okay, man.
And that's really where I want to kind of leave things at. So, sorry, Chud. Now, one comment that I saw on Reddit that I want to address too, because obviously this is a pretty good reflection of somebody that is very properly critical of me, right? Somebody that is actually hitting me with hard questions. So one user, Nostraclonilla, says, personally, if you're asking me, I think it's weird that you don't look into the background history of your friends.
This thing's got one upvote. Wait, this post has one upvote. Removed by Reddit.
It's so dense. Every frame is so much going on.
It's just, it keeps happening, man. Like, it keeps happening. Like, what is this a nightmare of a video, dude? Oh my god.
And the people you're just perfectly fine platforming. Again, we kind of did a podcast together.
This is what happens when Gojo hits you with the infinite void.
This is what you see. You see Post-Lux clarity when he hits you with Hiroiki Tenkai Murokusho.
Yeah.
You think that it is specifically me platforming, right? This was just 3 larger creators at the time. You allowed Mama Max to run rampant for years. Again, I wasn't the only large creator that worked with Mama Max or collaborated or, at some point patted him on the back. The reality of it is there was plenty of creators. I was just one of the guys that came out and really absolutely threw him through the ringer, as I'm doing with Nux with this condemnation, and again, an explanation as to my side of the situation.
You're throwing him under the bus. You're throwing him under the bus. That's what you're doing. You're like, that's... Like, it'd be different, right? If, like, you weren't doing it for years and you also weren't, like, blatantly, openly doing things. It's just kind of like... It's just kind of insane,
The reality of it is, I don't have to come out and make these videos, but I choose to because I believe being accountable is important, and I'd be a total
deletes video.
Hypocrite because I call other people out on crazy shit, and if I'm willing to completely sweep things under the rug and pretend like things don't exist, or show you actual things, then I am a pretty big fucking hypocrite on my own. So you blindly believe the allegations against Magnetar, which I apologize for, especially. You blindly believe the Night Dogs was a creep, and you blindly let a guy like Nuxtaku openly discuss and show freak shit in his thumbnails. Again, I don't control another person and their YouTube account, so I don't know what I can do with their thumbnails. But again,
but you. But wait, but you literally were condemning, like, trying to condemn him here, but now you're like, I can't control what a grown man does. If it was
the dog skateboards now.
The dog's Tony Hawk, man. The dog's Tony Hawk's strongest disciple, dude.
Maybe I'd lose to that dog too.
That dog is really good as what he does.
It's something that I do condemn, especially when these thumbnails are slightly changed. Again, I don't think they should have ever been used in the first place. I don't want to work with somebody that believed these thumbnails were a good choice in the first place. You actually don't look into the folks you trust and you just blindly allow them to say whatever without having critical thought about a single bit of it. So again, I don't really watch a lot of content creators that I collaborate with, and nobody really does, okay? Like, at the end of the day, when I came to Nux's channel, here I'm signed on with my actual YouTube account, and if it's one thing that you'll see, usually under videos there'll be like a red bar.
Watch a lot of content creators he collaborates with?
Dude, he is zoomed in all the way to make sure I don't see anything else.
I don't have
never mind.
A red bar under basically any of these videos. I think the only video I have an actual red bar in this is probably I showed YouTubers the most cultured clips, which I
go back.
But okay, no, hold on. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. What?
Okay, like at the end of the day, when I came to Nux's channel, here I'm signed on with my actual YouTube account, and if it's one thing that you'll see, usually under videos there'll be like a red bar. I don't have a red bar under basically any of these videos. I think the only video I have an actual red bar in this is probably I showed YouTubers the most cultured clips, which I
he scrolled past the. I'm pretty sure he scrolled past the Gura Feet video.
Yeah, no, he's talking about, like, I don't watch the people. Why don't you?
Why don't
like
you?
A huge liability.
Like, okay, hold on, because like, here's
is this how the dog beat you in chess? Are you just
the dog is like going crazy on that shit?
You're giving us the play-by-play on how the dog beat you in chess?
Like, the thing about it is, in order for you to watch that, you would also have had to see all this, right? Like, in order to have watched one of the... Dog, there's a lolly-ass character right there below the video you're pointing at.
Is he not in your recommended at all?
Like, again, this is like... I am friends with and collab with and make all kinds of content with Broken Ronin, and then I'm like, I didn't know he was in a Bleach, man. I didn't know he was in a Bleach. I never knew it. I'm friends with people and their videos show up on my recommended. I'm friends with people and their videos show up on Twitter. You are just lying, dog. Like, you are either lying, worst case, or best case, you're really, really stupid.
He just didn't know. He didn't know. He didn't know. The dog really did beat him in chess.
Like, this is crazy.
Actually browse through just for the sake of, again, this video. So yeah, not just somebody that I did podcast with, but it's not that I watched any of this content beforehand, right? Again, this was somebody that was very popular in a community of people beyond just anime and VTubing, and it led some credibility. And again, the only reason I'm making this video now is to take accountability and to really, again, condemn the behavior that this person actually exhibits.
Video.
Yeah, that's really the reality of it. Even if you look at other friends of mine like Oompaville, you can see literally I watch the content that I'm interested in, right? Like Mr. Beast response, him saying he's retiring, Fuzi crash outs, a sad AI situation, Smart Schoolboy 9. These are things that I actually watch, right? Guys like Wendigoon, great friend, love Isaiah. But I think the only video of his that I've watched is probably the disturbing and controversial video game iceberg, and more specifically, Faith 3D. Isaiah's more a video gaming YouTuber for me, especially when he covers things like this. And this goes for a lot of my favorite YouTube friends, okay? I like Moist Critical, don't watch every single...
Why would you admit to this? Why would you say this out loud?
Why would you admit to, I don't fuck with your shit, I don't watch it, but like, go off, King, also, you suck. Like, it's...
Well, no, Crestfallen, the argument is that Mutahar didn't watch Nuxtaku. The dog really genuinely beat him in chess.
Like, he just never paid attention. He watched Nuxtaku go publicly and be like, yeah, Muda, you see me, Muda? I don't mess with that lolly stuff, man. I don't do it. I'm normal like you, Muda, for years, and then never verified. Never verified.
For the bag, yeah, for the bag.
For the bag, man.
For the bag. It's just a silly little joke.
Dude, I'm gonna tomorrow. I'm collabing with Ben Shapiro. I don't know what that guy does, but I'm sure he's gonna love when we talk about Wicked. He's gonna love the new Wicked
hypothetically
movie.
speaking, let's say I went to the theaters and I watched Wicked with my wife. She's a doctor.
Hold on, no, keep going.
I'm sorry, I couldn't. I haven't seen Wicked. I couldn't do it.
Let's say hypothetically, I go watch the new Wicked movie.
Hypothetically speaking, I saw Wicked and I couldn't help but notice just how green.
How green she was. Why is she green? Is it?
How is she so green? What did the director mean by this?
What is it? Is
no,
it
he wouldn't
woke?
ask himself that.
Is it like the Green Party?
Is she a libertarian?
Like, what are we doing, man? Like, what are we doing?
Single Charlie video out there. In fact, I don't really watch much of YouTubers unless it comes to really specific things like speedrunning or I don't know.
You know, a lot of my ass Ben Shapiro impression.
I don't watch a lot. Okay, I don't watch a lot of No Operators content, but I know his ass made a What is it called when there's four of it? For like a trilogy,
yeah.
quadrilogy.
Oh yeah, quadrilogy. Yeah.
Yeah, the quadrilogy of the Nickelodeon Espada, the Cartoon Network Akatsuki, and like the Disney Channel Yonko or whatever. I know he made those videos. You want to know why? Because they're in my recommended. Because I collabed with him and edited for him. Like, that's just how it works. Like, you are willingly admitting to being stupid is what you're doing. At best, you are willingly admitting to being stupid.
It's also just kind of rude.
Yeah, no, you're admitting to also being like, yeah, I'm friends with these guys. I don't fuck with them though.
Yeah, I don't fuck with this guy's content. Look, I just know him, right? I know Nuxtaku.
I actually have no idea what Creams uploads. I talked to the guy, but his content garbage. I have no idea what he talks about. Like, what are we doing here? Like, what are we doing?
And again, this isn't really a defense. I most definitely should have actually been vetting people. And that's why going into, again, the future of my channel, I definitely want to keep collaborations to a minimum. I can't keep making a mistake like this because, again, if you're going to make mistakes,
also,
you
can
got
we
to
talk about how, like, cybersecurity Mutahar here is like, I don't vet the people I collaborate with.
Oh my god, wait, is he not the guy who, like, was really big on, like, shitting on, what was it? Like, he was, like, really big on, like, moral high grounding cybersecurity or whatever, right?
Yeah, like, Heck Tips Mutahar right here being like, I don't vet the people I talk to.
Man, you know, I'm really big on making sure my house has a good security system. Want to make sure my family is safe. Also, I just kind of drink water out of the sewer.
Like...
Like, what are we doing? What are we doing here, man? Like,
I don't trust guys with food handlers licenses. I'm sorry.
Creams, what is he, like a cookie channel?
Creams, is he like a confectioner? What's going on?
Creams, like ice cream?
Or is he like a pervert? What, like, these are the only two options.
No, he is though.
Be.
That actually he is.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. The The porn star tier list with Creams is coming soon.
If you actively looked into Nux, you'd spot the weird pattern of shit that follows men, especially with Mama Max.
You know he can actually do that. You know he actually. Creams actually discusses pornography. Like one discusses like LeBron James versus KD's ability to handle handle ball on a court. Like he rates their performances in pornography and shit like that. Like he's out here.
Podcast idea.
He's out here inspecting whether or not Violet Myers has a triple double that day.
It kind of sounds like fire.
Like it's kind of insane. Yeah, you know what? New podcast idea. Everybody clap.
Make it happen. Yay.
I was gonna say like this sounds like something I could get in on.
I can never do that because then I'd be admitting to. Anyway.
I don't know if it's bias you have, but if you're going to be critical of others, which I am, expect people to be critical of you when you platform videos and don't actually vet them. And I totally understand that criticism, and it's not something I want to actually keep happening in the future, okay? So if you make a video complaining about the fact that you're being criticized here, I won't be surprised if you snip half of this post and then act like we're all stupid, which I'm not. I literally will not do that, okay? If it's one thing that I don't do ever.
Yeah, I just removed it from the Reddit and then made a video about it afterwards. And then deleted the video. This is crazy, man. Like you're right, every frame, every second is so dense.
There's so much going on.
This is so crazy, man.
Is this how Death of the Author happens?
Dude, this is. I feel like right now I'm experiencing what AniTubers thought Evangelion was for years. Like this is like so many images in my mind all at once. The themes.
I'm thinking. His nose starts to bleed.
Dude, that...
Right, you're a long-time watcher. I'm not gonna fucking snip a post. I'll respond to the whole thing. There's genuine criticisms of you that people are making in good faith because they like you and your content. Exactly. And for those people, I'm making a video like this to really, again, address these
that's why I deleted the video.
Situations. If you ignore that, that's on you. But it sure is weird that this is the second time now that you don't vet people and blindly vouch for them. Again, Mama Max's example used before, it wasn't just me vouching for this guy. Everyone in the community really did. Until, of course...
Yeah. That's cool. Maybe you should have checked out his stuff. You know?
Shit hit the fan, people really started looking into this content, and even then, I was one of the large YouTubers that came out and really actually mentioned that, took accountability, in my personal opinion, and owned up to it. Really breaks the immersion you try to make of being a respectable, neutral party. When you actually vouched for monsters 2 times in the last 3 to 4 years. Which again, I do 100% apologize for, and it's something that I have to do better. I have to get rid of a blind spot, I have to get rid of biases. But yeah, when it comes to things like this, and people alleging stuff like watching Loli on the down low, it's not something that I ever do, it's not something that I ever want to do.
On the down low? On the down low? Kage listens to Vocaloid on the down low, guys. Did you know?
I didn't. I'm shocked and appalled at this revelation.
Abe enjoys clowns on the down low, guys. Boosham Zero likes Pokemon on the down low, guys. What are we doing?
It's not something I condone, and for that I do take accountability into not pushing back and stepping away from the situation. Your community can go harass everyone who doesn't like your opinion, because whether you believe it or not, you've got a hive-minded people who support you blindly, which I shouldn't have. Okay, you should be 100% critical of everyone. I'm not an infallible person. I'm somebody that makes mistakes, as I'm describing in this video, and I do not ever endorse anybody to harass somebody. If you harass somebody, you're not in the Some Ordinary Gamers community in my books. But unless you actually grow from how much you blindly believe people, you'll continue to make the same mistakes every time, which I don't want to, and that's why again I'm making these videos, because I think taking
deletes video.
Accountability is very important, and obviously, I believe taking accountability on the main channel is very important too. Okay,
that's just video.
And again, if people wonder why posts get removed from the Reddit, nobody moderates this Reddit but the Reddit automod. And if you look very carefully, it says removed by Reddit, which, to be honest with you, no Circle Noah, this wasn't me hiding anything. I'm just going to hit approve on that because this shit absolutely drives me insane. I think we've got to change the automod settings at some point. Now, obviously, I want to address some other like power around.
It's so crazy how he made this performative ass video just to be like, look, guys, see, I'm not a weirdo. I didn't associate with weirdos on purpose. It was just like
criticism before we end this off. Lol, fuck Muda. Dude's been a hypocrite forever as well. Dude virtue signals over cartoons, but loves watching beheading videos. So I want to also address this statement as well. Now, on the podcast, I talked about a morbid curiosity.
I mean, yeah.
That I have with like beheading videos, like cartel stuff on the internet. And I feel like I have to explain this a little bit more. My morbid curiosity comes from the fact that for a long time, for years at this point, I've been looking into the Mexican drug war. And if you ever followed like cartel social media, one of the weirdest things about their social media is you actually have like
This is a crazy ass avenue he's about to go down. Hold on.
It feels like I just blacked out and woke up. And
like, okay, man.
Like for the past like 20 something minutes, I've just been like, all right, we've been on this topic forever.
And now we're on the cartel. I'm like, what? Hello?
Gang bosses, sicarios, like actual hitmen, like real hardened gangsters, posting on Instagram, TikTok, posting on really any social media platform, their mansions, their extravagant lifestyles, they've got gold guns, Ferraris. It's really crazy propaganda they use to really house people in. But if you look at Reddit boards like r/narco footage, a lot of these boards where they catalog the Mexican drug war, you'll find plenty of uses of social media where the cartel uploads straight up beheadings, violence, takedowns as forms of intimidation. So realistically, I don't enjoy or love watching this kind of stuff. If you ever watch my dark web videos, my dry heaving is insane. Okay, even if gore's not on the screen, I will throw up even thinking about these situations. I don't watch these things for fun, but to give you a context about it, when I do come across this stuff in that specific context, it's more of me watching these things as part of my ongoing private investigation and research and morbid curiosity of a drug war happening where cowboys are raking in billions of dollars 2 hours south of the border from, like, what?
What kind of argument is this? I don't do it for fun. I do it for the... Wait, no. Okay, no. He's arguing that he doesn't do it for fun, but he's also arguing that he's not doing it for the bag. So is he doing it for the love of the game? Like, what is easy? Like, what is it? What, dog? I thought we were on our way to Walmart. You turned a corner, and now we're on our way to Foster Freeze. Like, what is going on?
Los Angeles, like literally right across the border of the United States, from one of the richest countries in the world, you can have a nation where, again, billion-dollar gangs can effectively run entire portions of Mexico. It's an insane, wild scenario. You know, people talk about crazy, evil.
We get it.
This is happening literally to the south of the border, and it's insane. It's gone on.
Sorry,
I
went to like, wash my hands.
I'm having a mental breakdown right now. This guy got accused of being like into watching cartel things and has gone on to the history of cartel and said, I don't watch it for fun. I watch it because I'm morbidly curious and interested in really trying to investigate and really watching it to see how they do it. Part of my ongoing investigation. Like he's Batman trying to like track down the Joker. Like,
you know, again, Nux Taku is somebody that I have considered a friend at one point, but honestly, with a lot of these new things that
we're back. Oh my
sort
god!
of come and resurface, and people have brought these things up to my attention.
Man really doesn't want to admit this was an entirely avoidable situation that he just did not avoid.
This could have been a 10-minute video. This could have been an email.
Looking at, okay, I don't like lowly stuff, and honestly, in a lot of these clips,
you keep walking into it. You keep walking into it. The dog has befuddled you so much. You are now walking into my glass door, like my sliding glass door.
You were starting to believe you are the dog.
You're going bark now, dude. Bark, me play chess. Like, what are we doing?
Where, again, Nux, with me involved in these sort of competitions or these sort of like collaborations, is not something I'm okay with. It's not something I like being attributed to, and it's something that I 100% condemn. So as far as there being a bridge between me and Nux Taku, it doesn't exist. And it won't ever exist. And honestly, looking at some of these clips again, and some of these thumbnails that have been changed around, and again, some of these other situations involving other VTubers that feel very wrong in these situations regarding Nux Taku, I don't feel comfortable ever associating with this person. And regardless of whatever past or friendship that I've had, whatever that led to a blind spot, I do 100% take accountability for my fuck-ups being part of some of these collaborations, competitions, these game shows, okay? You know, there's plenty of larger creators that have collaborated with Nux, and I'm not going to make a giant spiel and say everyone should be guilty by association. All I'm here for is saying that I am definitely in the wrong for even contributing or watching any of this kind of illegal content. Had I known it at the time, I would have stepped away immediately. But
kind of illegal content, he says? That's the same argument people make for you watching cartel videos that you just spent 2 minutes weirdly avoiding. Dude, he is the dog now. The dog is now the human, and he is the dog.
But I really, honest to God, didn't. And whether people think that I'm playing dumb or I'm not being 100% truthful, you're never going to win over people that never want to side with you. But I just want to get my piece out there. I also want to end this video off by saying that to any of the creators that have made videos on me and covered this whole situation, regardless of whatever thumbnails have been brought up or titles or any of these situations, I want to apologize to people like Logic in this situation because I really do feel like I did wrong you, obviously, with my misspeaking, my misstatements. I shouldn't have even said anything in the first place, and if I've hurt you or your career in this entire process, then I humbly apologize with it, okay? I know that things probably wouldn't smooth over, but I think an apology is due, and I think you got to be able to apologize.
Like,
now, when it comes to creators that make videos on me being critical of me on the subject, I don't want to obviously come across as somebody that was sweeping it under the rug or pretending to ignore it the entire time. Look, if you make a video on me being critical about me, I am totally okay with that. I have obviously been critical of other people in the past. This is not something that is completely out of my wheelhouse. For the creators that have made videos on me,
I'd hope so. If you're going to talk like this,
is very important. Policing this community is very important. When people make fuck ups, you gotta at least be able to address those fuck ups and own them. And I do definitely own my mistakes. Again, watching any of this lowly content I'm talking about.
No, Deanna, the thing is, he's occupying all 5 lanes. He needs it. Clearly.
Fine, but honestly, reviewing it and this footage and these clips, yeah, it shouldn't have been something that I was ever a part of in the first place. And I do 100%
needs to make a turn, and he doesn't want to use his blinkers.
Massive fucking L on my part. But it's not something that I absolutely want to bring up as something that is malicious on my end. Okay, there were no crazy gooning sessions in the background. At the end of the day, my relationship.
There was no love in the game. There was only the bag.
With Nux Taku is pretty much over, and it's not something I ever want to rekindle, especially after reviewing all the other things that have come out of this. At the end of the day, I make fuck-ups. Human beings, we all make fuck-ups. I think choosing how you acknowledge those fuck-ups, that goes a long way. And how I choose to acknowledge this fuck-up is basically, again, by completely being 100% transparent, honest with you, shedding light on things like the podcast shutting down, and ultimately I want to move past this, leave this behind, and really just sort of end this on a note where at least I get my side of the story out. For the last couple months, this has been something where I feel like I've been taking a whole fuck ton of the pot shots, when really it's Nux that should absolutely be taking a lot of this, shit full face on.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Wait, what did he say?
That's a crazy-ass sentence, actually. Hold on.
And ultimately, I want to move past this, leave this behind, and really just sort of end this on a note where at least I get my side of the story out. For the last couple months, this has been something where I feel like I've been taking a whole fuck ton of the pot shots, when really it's Nux that should absolutely be taking a lot of this, shit full face on.
That's crazy, right?
Like, Nux should be getting the heat I'm getting instead?
Like, he's been You go on Twitter for 5 seconds and there's just people mocking him constantly.
Yeah, like
again, I don't like the guy. I very publicly say I don't like the guy. One of the edits I made in my video makes fun of the guy. But like that's crazy of you to say.
Look, I don't see why I'm getting blasted for this.
It should be him. Why isn't he getting blamed?
It's been him for every year he's been like this.
The thing about Deanna is that that goes both ways though. At the end of the day, Mutahar is just a closeted Nux. He wants the bag, but not the smoke. That's okay. But the thing is, Nux is also the opposite. Nux wanted to be Muta's friend so bad that he pretended that he wasn't into the lolly stuff. The thing about Nux Taku is that you can definitely tell what thing is popular on YouTube depending on what kind of content he's uploading, right? For a while, theory crafting videos were big, so he made those. Once power scaling started being popular, he started making power scaling adjacent content until he went inside Set the Programmer server, tried to argue that Saitama is unbeatable in all fiction because the narrative says so, and then got out debated by a rando in Seth's server, and then never talked about power scaling again. In fact, says power scaling stupid, and then moved on to his next riff, which is which is gooning and VTubing. Until V Shoujo, destroyed him, which ended up lower. Again, Nux Taku was the morally right one in the Veibe Nyanners era of V Shoujo, right? Again, telling you what kind of thing we're doing, and then after all that, he then pretended he was anti-lolly because he was friends with Muta, who goes around saying that he's anti-lolly, even though one Google search away, one YouTube search away. All this to say, Nux Taku might be a crazy-ass weirdo, but we're dealing with hypocrite Maximus here.
Something that I haven't seen on a secondary channel.
We're dealing with the man who is willing to admit he lost to a dog in chess.
Basically.
Nux Taku is the dog playing chess.
Nux Taku is the dog. The dog is the Magnus Carlsen of dogs playing chess.
For some of these pretty serious grievances. But at the end of the day, I don't think this is a simple cancellation. Lowly content is not something that I ever
really unbeatable in his lane.
Against.
He's like LeBron.
The LeBron of dogs playing chess.
Yeah.
The LeBron James of dogs playing chess.
Somebody who may have potentially shown me this stuff based on the clips that I've seen, which seems to be a pretty high likelihood, is not something that I should have ever done. Should have been completely 100% against it. Take accountability for it. But ultimately, yeah, I don't ever want to work with Nux going forward. I think that bridge has long since been burnt. And like I burned the bridge with Mama Max, with his situation, this is not a bridge I want to keep continuing. So I definitely want to take accountability for my stuff. But yeah, this is me, Mutahar, and I'm out.
He's out. Anyways, we're gonna go here.
What did Nux Taku say?
This is 22. No, we are not watching an hour-long video. We are not watching an hour-long video. I would rather back up off a bridge. We are not watching an hour-long video.
I felt like we just did. How long has it been?
It's been a while.
Why is his response twice
Hello,
as
guys.
long? What did he have to say?
Anyway, can you read this real quick in a voice?
Which voice? I don't know how to sound like Mutahar.
No, don't do Mutahar. Pick I don't know. What is? Actually no. I'll do the Deku voice.
I was gonna say, do you want me to do critical?
I'll do the Deku voice. Hold up.
All right.
Regarding the last video about Nux, well, I can't be a friend after some of the recent things that surfaced. I do feel I did do an overreaction that stemmed from being emotional on the reaction from the community on Reddit. All right. I've been watching my content for the past few weeks, and I've realized my channel has slipped into a slop channel. I have made more drama-related content over the last several months than I have fun, engaging, and informative content. That includes producing videos that don't release daily. I need to take more time to release content a couple times a week that stands in quality and not quantity. I don't do this for a job, so honestly, going out of my way to constantly chase trends has done nothing beneficial for me, other than alienate my most hardcore fans. I need to take a few days off and oh my god. No. Oh. I need to take a few days off and reset and produce better content that isn't the latest trends or internet drama. While that produces a good view count, it's not the kind of content I want to be known for. I'll be back with content that I'm proud of. In regards to all past collaborations, all I can do is apologize and promise to do better. Community on Reddit.
What you're telling me is that Mutahar lost to this dog playing chess so hard that it benched him. The dog benched Mutahar.
I need a character arc to learn the art of chess. I'll be back.
I need to train. I need to train to be better at chess.
Kage, our local chess playing dog has returned.
Yay!
Our chess playing dog.
Our local chess playing dog.
Our local chess playing dog, man.
Lives just down the road.
Oh my god, dude. No, wait, wait. Mutahar. South Korea just became a dictatorship with liberals.
These WTF thumbnails are.
That is not what happened.
Dealing me psychic damage.
I'm gonna throw up, dude. I'm gonna throw up. I feel
That is not what happened.
I feel like I'm in a nightmare, dude. I'm in a fucking nightmare. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, dude. Oh, I'm gonna throw up, dude. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. I have an idea. Oh, limit is too shit. Okay, hold up.
Gentlemen, female gentlemen, we have something of an episode on our hands today. This is my co-host of my newest venture, the Unhinged Cop Show, Hermes. She's tolerable sometimes.
He's lying to you.
And here I am, me. So I made this joke in the first episode of our podcast, whatever you want to call this.
Not
Hilarious.
strong enough, please.
We're not watching it. I'm trying to find the highest viewed area, but it's not showing me. Let's go to the last minute. What does he say?
Hopefully next episode will not be about any of this, and it'll be about like misinformation online or something, innocuous like that. I don't know.
I'm trying to have a conversation with him about like storytelling and what it's become in modern era, but he keeps dodging it with all these other important fucking issues.
Yeah.
So I'm trying, guys. I'm trying to push it towards a more
For
relevant.
Hermes' sake, no one post any hit pieces about me for at least a week.
Yes, please.
Yeah, and also don't send Mood any hate.
Yeah.
I'm saying it again, okay? It was a bad situation.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll just be in the past. I'm sure the commentary people are just gonna turn this into a whole big thing.
Shion,
but,
you missed the fuck out of shit, dog.
Shion, you missed a dog. Why is Sonichu in the background? Because the Sonichu medallion is a curse. And
because he still thinks it's funny and relevant. Did you hear that Christian has a child now?
Information I did not wish to know.
Well, you know it.
No, you do.
Can we play chess together?
No, I'm playing it by
On
myself.
Steam.
I'm playing
I
chess.
know.
I'm playing chess.
Playing chess alone on a
we're gonna
on
play
a
now.
Friday
afternoon.
night?
We're gonna play now. We're gonna here go.
Where's the dog setting for this AI?
There actually are bots you can play against on this site, and there's like.
Well, yeah. Where's
Move
the
your
dog
piece. Move your piece. I want to do. I'm Mutahar, man. Hold up. Why'd I do that? Am I stupid?
bot? A little.
Chat, is he stupid? Is he gonna lose to the dog in chess? I might lose to the dog in chess, actually, dude. I'm about to lose to the dog in chess. I'm curious. I'm just curious. Morbidly curious. Chat, if I lose this game, what are you gonna do?
If you lose, you have to play against me.
No, it's not true.
Yes,
no,
please.
no,
You can't just
not true.
play it on
Not true.
stream and not invite
I'd have to
me
make an
to
account,
play.
Kage. I have to make an account. I don't want to.
You have one. You played against me before.
I forgot my login information. I'd have to get my login information again.
See, look, Bushimo's losing to the dog in real time.
Shut up. The dog hasn't even moved.
Yeah, where's the shot clock? Steph Curry would never allow for this.
Christian moment. I finished Kuga. I'm gonna spit roast you into Volu if you lose. Buy me dinner first. Move.
Oh, okay. The child isn't real. Good. Cool.
What? Oh. Kage, what happens if the 10-minute timer's up? I don't play chess.
They lose automatically.
Yeah, see? I'm about to win against the dog in chess. This is the dog. The dog got distracted. The dog saw a squirrel.
Is that how you want to win, Bushimo?
Yeah. Winning's winning, dog.
Bitch.
Winning's winning. You know what I'm saying?
You're a bitch. You can't actually beat the dog in chess.
I'm literally beating him right now. You literally see me beating this dog in chess right now. You see it, right?
Okay, well, you haven't actually put the dog in check. It doesn't count.
Well, I would love to, but I can't. I can't, man. Bushim Zero, did you see the newest ZZZ teaser? Can't wait to chug pills like my boy Harumasa. I literally have not played a game of ZZZ. I haven't logged in 2 weeks. Unfortunately. I've been doing my check-ins. I just haven't played the game in 2 weeks for some reason. I've been too exhausted and messed up for the past 2 weeks. Which brings me to, while I'm winning against this dog in chess, which brings me to the sort of announcement. Content's going to be slowing down quite a bit over the next year. Job, I'm going back to school. Just a bunch of stuff. And I want to kind of reevaluate where my content is going to. Dude, he literally gave up. Did you see that? I beat the dog in chess. You guys doubted me. I beat the dog in chess. How's it feel, idiot?
The dog left the table. You didn't win.
I beat the dog, man. I beat the dog. How does it feel knowing that I beat the dog in chess? You doubted me. You doubted me. I beat the dog in chess.
Well, I just got a really good combo in Project Sakai, so there.
You guys are losers. You guys
are for losers.
But yeah, I want to kind of reevaluate because I was taking a look. I'll be so honest with you guys. I've sort of been hating making content, if that makes sense, for the past while. I'm thinking about here. I started sort of not liking it. But now I don't have to get the steak. But yeah, I recently had a friend watch this video again with me. And I actually had I was watching the edits in this and I was like, man, I haven't made a video with the edits like in this video in a while.
What did you think was gonna happen? What did you think was gonna happen, huh? What did you think? Did you expect anything less? Because I didn't. This is exactly what I've come to expect from Reiji Miyajima, and oh my god, that's him glazing AI. That is him glazing AI. I'm done. What was this all for? What happened? The rise and fall.
I still think I haven't watched this video in literally half a year. I forgot I made this edit.
AI, I'm done. What was this all for? What happened? The rise and fall.
I forgot I did that. Genuinely, I forgot I did that. I burst out fucking laughing. So basically, the 2 videos that I had planned, or that I've been planning for the past few months, the ZZZ versus Ruby and another Ruby video are coming out I'm gonna try to get them out this month, or at the very latest next month, because one of them is very important, I feel. But I'm gonna try to make an easier video that's more funny and off the cuff. That to make it more I guess just get back in the swing of things. And I want to see if I can. I just kind of want to do this one.
Sasuke
something in the tone of this.
Is one of the strongest characters in the Naruto verse, with his access to multiple types of ninjutsu, as well as his powerful Sharingan and his even more powerful Rinnegan. He is one of the strongest characters.
What was I on? Genuinely, what was I on?
This verse, second only to Naruto Uzumaki.
that wasn't. I don't know.
So recently,
I'm
in the
pretty sure you
adaptation
are.
of Sasuke Retsuden, when he has been fighting this Velociraptor for literally more than one episode. Given how for literally more than one episode. Sasuke before was fighting
It's a really
characters who
powerful
could create dimensions and destroy the planet. That
dinosaur,
means
That dog
this
is really good at
Velociraptor
chess.
bare min-
This Velociraptor is really good at chess. I need to bring back Goofy filled content. Yes, I do indeed. I need to be stupid again.
Oh yeah, bring back whimsy.
minimum has to be planetary. But now that
The
we know
planetary
this
dinosaur,
information,
dude.
I wanted to see who else could possibly beat Sasuke Uchiha from Naruto. So here we are with the top 10 characters who could defeat Sasuke Uchiha. Make sure you like and subscribe down below. Which characters you think could also beat Sasuke?
Here, let me find the part of this video that like.
Number 10, Samurai Jack.
Oh, this
Samurai
one.
Jack. Number
Really
9,
repeated
Alex
things.
from Tekken. In Sasuke Retsuden, Sasuke was fighting this dinosaur, and he was taking a long time to defeat him using all of his taijutsu skills, and yet still not landing a decisive blow on the Velociraptor. However, Alex from Tekken is a very different story, because not only is he a Velociraptor, he's also a Velociraptor who can box. What is Sasuke Uchiha gonna do when Alex starts bobbing and weaving and hitting him with the Dempsey roll? Like, what is he gonna do? I swear,
Is this guy on drugs?
like, what Sasuke doesn't stand a chance against this chadded out dinosaur. In fact, the only reason, literally the only reason Sasuke couldn't beat this Velociraptor is because in the story, in the manga too, it says that he couldn't use his genjutsu on him. And they were just fighting one-on-one. That means that the dinosaurs in the Naruto verse can easily scale to Sasuke, who was literally boxing a god 5 minutes ago. What the hell is that?
Yeah, no. So we're gonna be working on a video. I might regret making this video, but it's too funny it's too funny of an idea not to do, at least in my mind. I can't do the joke I want to do anymore because after watching Chiba Reviews' video.
I've been working on a video.
Oh, you've been working on a video? Is it rating porn actresses?
No.
No.
No?
No.
No, why not? Huh?
That's top secret information.
Top secret information?
Yeah, my tier list is for me, alright? I'm not like Dreams, okay?
S tier. Who's in S tier? Go.
The tier list of
You just said it's for
Theo
him.
friends like shall remain.
You know what? That's
unknown.
it. We're reacting to Cream's content now.
Thingy.
We're watching Cream's videos now.
You say this as if it's a bad thing.
It is a bad thing. Live.
We just got done watching worse.
No, we're watching Creams now. We're gonna do chat. Do we watch Timmy's Secret Wish?
Yes.
Actually, no. We're gonna watch top 5 devil fruits to have in real life. Actually, hold on. Let me see.
No, no.
Wait, Abe.
Yeah.
Pick a video.
Timmy's Secret Wish is that or the fraud one.
Yeah, I think a Sukuna actually fraud would be kind of funny.
Clown thumbnails.
You know, I am firmly of the belief
I
that
really
Sukuna...
despise that he does this with his TikTok green screen.
I like that he subtitles it. That's fun.
You know, I am firmly of the belief that Sukuna is just in need of a better PR team because although this is hilarious, the fraud kind of stuff is getting a little out of hand. So I want to take a couple minutes and really meaningfully break down whether Sukuna is actually a fraud, what these allegations mean, as well
holding
as
it with his
what
phone.
this Gojo versus Sukuna fight means for the story more broadly. Also appreciate the support on the last video. I know I just kind of dropped that one out of nowhere, but I'm doing this now. I'm just trying it out for a bit. Let me know if you like it. But to begin fully understanding what
He needs to grow out that goatee a little more.
You didn't even get him a chance to explain himself.
Okay, but his goatee is a little weak.
No, I meant, why are you commenting before this? You didn't even watch it.
Gojo versus Sukuna is even about,
What?
we have to understand what exactly they're fighting for. Gojo is basically fighting Sukuna out of a sense of obligation, not because his students are weak or that they haven't stepped up, despite, us seeing that they're clearly trying and getting better at being strong.
So what this translates to isn't Gojo fighting Sukuna because he hates him or to settle some kind of personal vendetta. If that was the criteria, then Kenjaku was a much more fitting fight for that, like, box. Stealing Suguru Geto's body, getting him sealed, all of that is much more personal for Gojo.
You know what? Kage was right. We're gonna watch the Fairy Odd Parents video. Because this is all, the problem with this is all like older points he's making.
Scaling.
Yeah, so like we'll watch this.
Hey everyone, so today
okay, hold on. Creams, you could do this the whole time. The classic white boy behind a camera type look.
Talk about one of the most formative.
You could try sitting next to a radiator.
Episodes of television that I have ever watched in my entire life. I saw this episode about 10 years ago, and I have, no joke, thought about it at least once a week for the past 10 years of my life. Finally thought it was about time to exercise this demon, so please join me as I tell you about Fairly Odd Parents Season 8, Episode 2, Timmy's Secret Wish.
That episode was a 6.5 rating, dog. Oh my god.
Kingdom Hearts?
Shut the fuck up.
Oh my
Shut
God,
up. May your heart be your guiding key. Shut up.
Now, this episode follows Timmy Turner after he makes his 1 millionth wish, a huge milestone for any god kid, and one that leads him to having a massive party thrown in his honor back on Fairy World. But
in order to make 1 million wishes, let's do some math here. You want to open it up with the calculator?
He will need to have said
real.
one.
I
wish
that
1 million
Nico
times.
Vocaloid was real. I wish that Kaito Vocaloid
Okay, hold
was
on.
real.
If we assume that every day averages to 30 days, right? Okay, so 1 million.
Oh, fictional characters too.
All right, divided by, all right, 30, right?
Yeah.
That's gonna take you 33,333 months.
I wish that Hatsune Miku was real.
Right, so like.
Okay, but that implies he's making a wish a day.
If we divide, no, yeah, that's what I'm saying. If we average it only out to a wish day, that's gonna take him 2,777 years, right? So now we're gonna try this, right? We're gonna do 1 million. We're gonna divide that. We'll say, okay, we averages. Let's say he goes crazy. He goes apeshit and does 100 wishes a day, right? So we'll do 100.
Wait, no reaction.
Right? That lowers it to 10,000. We divide that by 30.
I wish that I could.
That's 333. We divide 333 divided by 12, right? That means it would take him 27 years if he averages to 100 wishes a day. It would take him 27 years.
Easy. I wish that I had all my.
I don't know. I could do that.
You could do that.
I could do that.
I think you could just like split it up and be really annoyingly meticulous about it. Be like, I wish that I had 1 piece of bread. I wish that I had 2 pieces of bread. I wish that I had.
You've watched the show though. You know he's not actually doing that.
He's not able to ask for
It's
like
just an episode premise. Don't worry about
like
it.
money and stuff.
But I'm
pretty
pretty
sure he can like materialize like food. I think
1 million wishes in
He does
50
it in
years
the
is 55 wishes a day.
You could literally just materialize like just a bunch of random food, give it away to people. And
Kage,
be like,
I
"Alright,
wish
there
you had
go."
no toes. And then I said you have no fingers.
He
And then I wish,
materializes a chocolate shake in the opening.
and then I wish you don't have eyeballs. And that's your existence.
I know how the
See, the
opening
problem with
goes.
Timmy's wishes is that not
Here's
all
the
of them are
facts I proved
necessarily
you wrong.
good or positive, and so Timmy gets arrested and put on trial for his life. He has to prove that he is in fact not the worst god kid of all time. And if Timmy loses, he'll lose his Fairly Odd Parents, the memories that he's made with them, and all the wishes he's made before will be wiped out of existence entirely. So something that I
This is one
couldn't
of those,
really
like,
find a way to
late
fit
game
in
episodes
naturally
where it, like,
is
kind
that
of, like,
Foop, the anti-fairy to
goes
prove
against
Cosmo and
itself
Wanda's kid that
weirdly.
Timmy wished for is
Uh-huh.
the prosecutor.
Like, I watched
And let me
just enough
just
as a
say,
kid to be like,
unironically,
yeah,
Foop might be my favorite
Cosmo
Fairly
and
Odd
Wanda
Parents
had
character.
a god kid that they like said like started a war, so like I'm pretty sure that's the worst one. Like I don't know, like it's like the like common meme of like late tier fairy godparents episodes kind of just go
Chat
crazy
beater with
it.
bricks.
Especially as
Listen.
an adult, because dude, this guy is so cute and he's so funny. Listen to some.
The way Cream says this guy's so cute, so funny, kind of
See,
scares
Neko-chan
me.
agrees with me. Thank you.
Neko-chan watches Nuxaku.
Some of
Anyway,
these lines. Listen to some of these lines.
Hello, Poof. I knew to defeat you, I'd have to become something truly evil, so I became a lawyer. And I object!
No, if you were really that evil, you'd be a tax collector. Or a landlord.
Yeah, I was gonna say
or a politician. Lawyer's
Yeah.
like one of the least bad things you could be, honestly.
You just do an Ace Attorney plural play.
Yeah, like it's more scummy than it is outright evil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that say more about Butch Hartman that he thinks lawyers are evil?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Your
I'm just trying not to make the Vocaloid reference that,
look at this little guy go.
does
So
he
anyway,
wanna be
as Timmy's
a
about to
judge
beat the
instead? Does he want to be the judgment of corruption like the Vocaloid song?
Why did he hit me with the loudest volume change I've ever heard in my life?
became a lawyer. And I object to your existence!
And also, look at his little shoes. Just look at this little guy go. So anyway, as Timmy's about to beat the allegations, Foop comes in with a damning piece of evidence, a smoking gun, if you will, and it's revealed that Timmy has not made 1 million wishes, but he's made 1,000,001.
Foop, what exactly are you saying?
I'm saying that Timmy Turner made a secret wish!
I mean, when I watched God App,
Let me tell you, when I heard
Shut
that,
up.
it shook me
that literally
to my
happens, they're just
core.
like, he also made this other wish.
This wish shook Creams to his core. It violated his image of the world. Let's find out what it was.
I remember having to stop watching the episode halfway through because I was so freaked out by the reveal afterwards that it gave me like nightmares for a couple days after until I eventually worked up the courage to like finish it. But I've been trying to figure out why exactly that was the case, right? Like, what about this reveal was so scary to me? What about it was so damn jarring that I
have not seen a new wish yet. I've not seen it yet.
I've heard it's pretty good.
I heard it's pretty good, yeah. Unless no, actually, I heard it's pretty woke. It's pretty woke, guys.
haven't stopped thinking about it for nearly 10 years up until this point. And so I kind of want to look at the rest of the episode to kind of get a clearer answer on this and explore the topic in more depth.
See,
After the
personally,
verdict, Father
that
Time is
episode,
summoned
I
to
keep
reset the
thinking
clock
about
back
that
on
whole
Earth,
series,
aging
that
everyone
episode of
and
the
advancing
Imaginary Friend.
society
Fuck that
up 50
episode.
years. Timmy
And
is
the one
returned
with the
back to
hamster.
Earth, this
Fuck that
time as a
episode,
60-year-old
too.
man, now stripped of the memories of his Fairly Odd parents. Now, one of the
50-year-old
most
man.
interesting things about this new timeline is the fact that it seems that everybody has been aged up 50 years physically, but not mentally, at least not in the way of maturity, more so in the way that they've had 50 years of experience.
So you sat here, right? You guys sat here. I sat here, and I was like nitpicking the 1 million wishes thing, and you guys are like, "No, Chevy, stop it. It's just an episode premise." As Creams here is nitpicking the logistics of the way these characters have matured in 50 years. You remember you did that? Remember you guys did that?
Hi.
Yeah, that's why I thought you guys are the dogs playing chess. And as you saw earlier, I beat the dog, so don't even pretend with me anymore.
And as the age they were when Timmy first paused the timeline. So this leads to some very funny / very horrific kind of scenarios and setups for all the characters from the Fairly Odd Parents canon that we've seen up until this point. I mean, it really begs the question if Timmy is just playing along like as a 10-year-old, or if he never aged out of being 10 years old, or because he never got a chance to develop this, and now he's just in a 60-year-old's body as a 10-year-old. In which case, was he like, you know what I mean? Is he a 60-year-old man in a 10-year-old's body, or is he a 10-year-old in a 60-year-old's body? It's very weird stuff, very weird implications.
The dog ran away. I disintegrated with my Ryatsu is what I did. That's how I know you don't read Bleach. That's how I know your ass don't read Bleach.
I'm sorry.
You two, you guys are all frauds. You guys are all frauds, not me.
No.
Not me though.
Listen.
Okay, I didn't want to watch this video. That's different. I don't want to watch this one.
Why?
Hey.
It's kind of peak though. Why are you hating?
Actually went back and watched the rest of the episode, but even a decade later, I still find myself thinking about this episode. And
What? Bleach is mid-time. Kage, time them out.
No.
No, I'm timing them out.
No, they're giving a bunch of messages in chat. I appreciate the
We're timing out for 1 minute.
conversation that's going on here.
We're
Do
timing you
not-
out. We're timing you out for 1 minute.
No,
We're putting your time out for 1 minute.
No.
We're timing you out for
Delete
1
all the
minute.
other messages. I don't want to
Chat, we're timing out for 1 minute.
You hate your chat.
No, I hate you.
You hate your chat.
I wasn't really sure why until really recently that I think as an adult I was able to take a step back
Messages are
and
keeping me
fully
going.
articulate, kid me's thought process behind the fear. I think that on some emotional level or some intuitive level, I understood that cartoon characters don't age. They're not supposed to
Yeah,
age,
that's what I'm saying.
and
They
it's just
check up the
something,
story.
because of the nature of them being cartoons, we don't really question, and
No, you
we
got
just kind of
destroyed
take it at
in
face value
chess.
because,
You're the dog
they're
playing
cartoons,
chess, and I'm
fake,
the
they're
human.
kids, whatever. And there was
I
just
am-
something so jarring.
My brain is so
about
massive.
This
I'm the
reveal.
human
Like,
playing chess.
when you're 11 years old, you don't give a shit about canon.
Usham Zero being bullied, timing you out for 1 minute.
Stop. There needs to be like a timeout that just times you out.
Yeah, I don't know why it deletes messages.
I don't like it when they get deleted.
No, you don't know what it is or what it isn't. And so for me, it recontextualized the Fairly Odd Parents that I had been watching up until that point, and made me reevaluate everything I'd ever known or considered about my presumptions about, well, cartoons, shows even, right? After reuniting with everyone back on Fairy World,
Usham,
thanks to
dear
some help from
God,
Mr. Fox,
get that ass man.
who looks great, by the way. Timmy and the gang then go on a rescue mission to get Poof out of the Hocus Poconos.
Oh,
What? The
what happened?
The what?
Just kind of like a purgatory for erased
Focus,
wishes.
focus.
After
That's a
locating
vocal
Poof,
song.
Timmy sacrifices his life by distracting the big fairy-eating
Yay.
parakeet, don't
Welcome
ask,
back.
guarding the exit so everyone else can
What?
get out with Poof. Honoring Timmy's sacrifice, the gang calls for an
going on?
appeal on Timmy's case to the Fairy Council. And upon being moved by Timmy's brave sacrifice, Fairy Council agrees to reinstate Cosmo, Wanda, and Poof as Timmy's fairy godparents. Father Time is summoned again
why
to
the fuck
reset
was
the clock
Crocker
back on
there?
Earth,
I
and
don't
Timmy
know,
learns
man.
a
He's just
valuable
hanging
lesson
out.
about making secret wishes. Except, does he? Really? See, the end of this episode has always vexed me for the simple reason that it's
Vexed
not really
me.
stated whether or not Father Time or the
my
Fairy
God,
Council or
Vexed me.
anybody really undid the effects
Vexed?
of Timmy's initial secret
Like
wish.
Asakura
More
from
so, it's
Kamen
kind of
Rider
implied that they just reset
Yeah.
the state of the world to what it was at the start of the episode, where the effects
Uh-huh.
of Timmy's secret wish were already part of reality.
The Fairy Council has ruled that everything should go back to the way it was before Timmy made his secret wish.
Status quo.
Very
beam.
well.
Christopher Merrill, thank you for subscribing. Smile.
I will now set time back 50 years.
Really, the big
I
question
think
at
we
the
all know Timmy Longo just broke the rules, etc. Listen,
Yeah.
listen. It's no, not true.
end of the day is, are the effects of Timmy's secret wish still active? Did they just say, hey, it's cool that you paused time for 50 years, no hard feelings, go off, King. You're gonna have your Fairly Odd Parents forever. And there's an additional
This is a
layer
long
of
clip
horror
he's
on
just
top
playing
of
right
all
now.
of this, and that is the fact that Timmy is probably the only one that remembers this entire timeline sequence. So does that mean he's the only one that has...
What the hell does it just do that to you? It rips out your teeth like this?
He's totally chill about it too. He's like, yeah, dude.
He's like, yeah, man, it's all
Go
good.
ahead.
Oh my god.
Ouch. I think
He's
they
the
had a
only
whole
one that
episode
has the
about
memories
that
of those
too.
50 years. Is Timmy now just a 60-year-old man who has the ability
Oh.
to make wishes from his Fairly Odd Parents? It's a very kind of trippy thought experiment when you get to the brass tacks of it, because at what point is Timmy no longer considered 10 years old? Unless the guy just had like a...
I don't know. Ask Mudahar. Apparently, Mudahar has thoughts on that.
There's an episode about that.
Bro said Fairly Odd Parents gave nightmares. I'm sick.
pause on his
telling
sense
you,
of
those
time,
two episodes
then
from
was I
forever ago
always
are
watching a
becoming
10-year-old
offenders.
wishing for random things
Oh
for
my
his
God.
10-year-old
Nothing
life?
compared
Or
to
was
that
I
episode
watching a
of the
60-year-old
imaginary
man
friend in the
pretend to
episode
be a
of the
10-year-old
hamster?
and wishing for things as a 10-year-old? It is upon this thought that we can kind of extrapolate what it was that Kid Creams really had a
Any other
problem with
episode
at the end of the
which I
day.
shall not
This
mention.
is what scared me.
What
like
scared him?
this
Hold
thought,
on.
this prospect that it was essentially all the fairies kind of going back to a blissful ignorance about Timmy's situation, him as a person, him as a kid.
He was
even.
afraid of the
And
status quo beam.
Oh no.
He was afraid of the status quo beam.
Creams. I say this respectfully, please never watch Pokemon.
It's crazy to think that the Timmy Turner that you'd been following up until
Creams,
that
I
point
say this
might have
respectfully,
just
never
been
watched
this
SpongeBob.
really weird,
Or The Simpsons.
really fucking weird guy
Or
who was
Family
too
Guy.
scared to grow up and made it the entire
Yeah,
world's
they're the
problem.
ones.
Because the wish in and of itself is very simple. It's something a 10-year-old would wish for,
Never
right?
watched Psycho
I want to
Kid.
keep my Fairly Odd Parents because who wouldn't want to keep all powerful wish granting fairies that cater to your every whim as a kid, right? But at the same time,
Slavery.
I wonder, right? He knows about the wish. He remembers it. He admitted to it. Has it been 50 years for him? Does he know about the passage of time?
We are really
Does he,
digging
like,
into the
clock those
logistics,
memories
and you
in?
guys
Like, if
got
I
on
were to
me
search for a deeper meaning
for
this episode, I could
digging
say it
into
could be about the
logistics
fear
of
growing up,
making
the way
a
you shouldn't
million
run away
wishes.
from it. And I think that's a pretty good lesson, all things considered, because it's a
Chat,
pretty
we're gonna kill
unavoidable
people.
I was just
intrinsic
picking apart,
value of
like,
the
the
human
logic
experience.
behind it now.
But I would say that
Chat,
my kind of
I-
reaction to it had a very
chat, it's
different
over.
effect in that it made me
I'm
misunderstand
literally
the
just
entire
saying, like, he's not making one
conceit
wish
of
a
what
day.
cartoons are trying to do.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think.
Well,
Fairly
I'm
Odd
saying,
Parents was
okay,
setting
but
out
it's
to
still
make
a lot
a
of wishes you
surrealist
gotta make,
or
man.
Twilight Zone episode.
got a Hisoka
Yeah,
figure
I
in
mean,
the
I'm not
back.
disagreeing. A million is a big number.
Yeah.
Hisoka, Nagasaki, what's the difference?
For kids, what I think it was doing, and if I'm being really, really, really charitable here, I would say Fairly Odd Parents just trying to teach this lesson the hard way.
Look, yours
because,
is valid.
like
Thank
me,
you, Neko-chan. Everybody clap.
Yay.
at that time,
mine
I was slowly
valid
growing
too?
out of the Fairly Odd
Oh, to pick
Parents.
into.
Making a
That's
million
opposite.
wishes in 50 years is straight up reasonable, though. Okay, Zachary. But that's after we've established that he made himself immortal. But that's what I'm just saying. In the terms of him being a 10-year-old, it's a little weird, it's a little crazy. It would take a long time. Why am I taking the heat for
I
this?
wish for one Hatsune Miku figure.
I
wish
hate
for
you.
two.
I hate you. I hate you.
Audience mentality.
This video was good, changing my mind. I liked the video. I said it was peak.
Than me when I first started watching Fairly Odd Parents. I think I was 7 or 8 years old.
Oh my
And he was
God.
10. By the time I was
Oh my
11, it had been
God.
4
Oh my
years
God.
of watching the show. And at
I'm being
some point, there was going to
mischaracterized
be a
right now. I'm
moment
gonna make
where
a
I kind of
38-minute
had
video
to
about
grow
why I'm
up
being
or grow out
mischaracterized.
of Fairly Odd Parents. And it was very weird that the show, whether meaning to or not, kind of expedited the process through this episode by showing me that there was kind of a deeper layer that
Seems
things
like
can
you
be
watch the
immersion breaking,
unholy
that
trinity of the
hey,
episode of
maybe it's
Imaginary
time to move on.
Friends and the
Hey
one
everyone, so I
shall
was
not
totally
mention.
ready to end the video
Please.
The video was gonna end, but it's still going.
there, but I ran into the craziest thing while I was editing this video, and that is a clip that I just have to show it to you.
I am the good guy.
Yeah, this is like the classic, but TV one.
Oh.
An older version of me? That's impossible! You can't be me!
Yeah, this
I'm
is
not
like-
supposed to
yeah.
get older! Get away from me!
Like, dude,
There's
a couple
no
things.
way he's gonna be like, yeah, this is proof Timmy thought he was gonna never age, and then there's a future
It's
version
like-
that.
What is it? Like, I get the premise of this video being like this personal like, gave me nightmares, but it's also the kind of thing where it like almost sort of leans into like, yeah, everyone was saying this when this episode came out. This episode like made the rounds on the internet like 1,000 times over. And a lot of people brought up the TV Chasers clip where he says he's not supposed to get older.
I'm waiting for your Bushampology.
Another one for the list.
After you subscribe to my OnlyShams. Anyway.
This shit brought me right back to seeing how unsettling this 50 years thing was, because Timmy is just like, he just broke the fourth wall almost. Like, it was so crazy to watch Timmy drop the mask of what he was doing in this episode.
You
Like, the
watch
guy
him
is
go
literally
up.
in a superhero costume in a
Drop the
television,
mask.
and he's actively in the middle of a whole other plot. But for this one instance, he
wanna
just
watch him
breaks
go up.
character and just says the thing,
Breaks
his
character.
deepest, darkest fear.
Yeah,
Wait, what do you
that's the
mean?
one I watched.
I'm not
Version
supposed
break.
to age because I made that
That's
secret
what
wish.
happens.
This also is such an unbelievable attention to detail for the fucking Fairly Odd Parents canon, which, by the way, means that this is canon, and it's the wildest, most unsettling thing, because, again, why is Timmy... Like, why? Why is this so creepy? Why can't it just be like cartoon characters don't age? Why does it have to be so fucking eerie? Why does it have to be this weird Twilight Zone? Timmy sees for himself from the future and doesn't give a shit because his first thought is just, I'm not supposed to age. What went wrong? What the fuck? And like, the
SpongeBob roller coaster image. Let me find it.
Fun fact. Do you know, like, what is it? I don't think you watched Psyche K, right? But Psyche K, fun fact, it's a very, like, what do you call it? It's that show where it, like, repeats, like, events like Christmas and stuff, but
Yeah.
no one goes forward in time, especially, and it's revealed later that, like, it's, like, that are happening, and that's why things stay as they are. And it's
Yeah.
like sort of adjacent to this, where it's like, hey, here's the and what is it? It's like a similar-ish thing where it's like fun to chew on, but it's also like, I don't know.
You know what else is fun to chew on? Rocks.
The audacity of Timmy to end with this line.
I don't get it. If I'm the good guy and he's me, who's the bad guy?
Like, dude, it's you. You're the bad guy. What do we do?
Me watching God.
This is so funny. This is such a funny little video you made too. I think like just everything being discussed here is so funny.
The stream ended.
Huh?
The stream you ended, or no, sorry, the VC stream.
Oh. Oh, that's weird.
Unless that was intentional. Oops.
There we go. We're back.
Doing here? Timmy is such a psychopath, man.
Also,
Like, the guy
thank you,
broke
Dr.
for
Sam.
a single instance and went without skipping a beat, paused this guy, and just went right back to role playing. That is so fucking insane.
What a crazy ass video.
If I told you that God app, talked Abe's ear.
Well, anyway, guys.
Stream.
Shut up! But anyway, guys. This was a fun stream. I do unfortunately have to go.
I don't know.
So, whenever there's a new stream, I'll let you guys know. As of right now, there is none.
No.
There's no plans. I'm gonna try to get Creams on to finish off the theoretical death battle season, and then hopefully I get that video I wanted to get done. Anyways, I'm headed out. See you guys later. Goodbye.
Until next time.
I'm gonna go check.